is Smythe, host of the Team Podcast. We love sports just like you.
Welcome to Team Podcast episode 064. My name is Nash, host of Team Podcast. And with me, my co-host Wells of the Horseplay Podcast.
What is up?
And on the ones and twos, we got the great DJ Smythe.
Not a DJ.
What is going on, guys?
You know, I kind of like Wells doing the countdown today to the start of the episode. I kind of enjoyed that. I looked really good with you, the pointing the finger. I'm a fan. Man.
Jack of all trades over here, man.
I see it. I definitely see it.
Director, co-host, Wells.
Producer,
Information getter.
What's going on, guys? How was your week?
Crazy.
How was your week?
Crazy. This week was nuts.
Please explain.
Weather-wise, it was bonkers driving around.
Oh, here we go again.
Right? Well, I'm just saying, it was hard. It was so hard on me. It was so hard.
Is this going to be a platform where you just complain about work?
Yes, every week. That's what I do.
It's not work, it's driving. Like,
just
like
getting
the
around
easiest thing to
do the work.
Like,
but second, like, the playoffs are getting to me, man. Like, it's being a little crazy right now. We're going to get into it later, but, like, my feelings have been hurt.
Which way?
Just, like, things that I didn't expect to happen, and other things that are, like, happening. I'm just like, I don't understand. I mean, hockey second round went how it was supposed to go. The NBA is just all in a twist and turn. Like
You say second round didn't go how it's supposed to go?
It went how it was supposed to go.
Oh, okay.
It went how it was supposed to go. And the NBA, just my feelings. I'm in my feels right now. So we're gonna get into it, but I'm all over the place.
save those bullets.
Yeah, save right.
Anything happened with your week, Wells?
Busy, man. Just busy.
Give us a story. I know you got a story.
I don't have a story. I had a question that crossed my mind.
Shoot.
Because I was thinking about, like, I'm going to go out with some friends in a couple of days, and I was listening to a song. And I was like, how do I request this song at a bar or club? Like, 'cause, you know, sometimes DJs would take requests or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's a Jay-Z and Kanye track about people in Paris, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
How do you say that?
So how do I go to a DJ?
I think you just call it Paris.
Yeah, probably.
They would know what to play if you said, "Hey, can you play Paris?"
Especially if the DJ's like a black dude. You're
Yeah.
like, hey, man, I got this. Oh, wait a minute.
But then he assumed that you would say if it was a white DJ. So you can't even say that.
No, I was just saying my predicament would have been like, it might have been like a Seinfeld episode or something. It's like you have this song you want to request, you walk up to DJ and it's like a black DJ. You're like,
Totally.
and then it's awkward if you like try and like stumble around the words to fill in Paris.
Negroes in Paris.
That's even worse. Man.
That's the worst.
Black guy in Paris.
Yeah, I think the go-to is for that is this. Can I hear Kanye West and Jay-Z Paris?
Yeah, play Paris.
Play Paris.
Okay, good to know.
That's probably the go-to.
I've got the approval now.
No, I'm kind of happy that you bring your diversity questions here to us, and we get to tell you the right things.
This is like a test run for when I actually go.
You're out in the real world.
Yeah.
If you ever want to know what to say as a white guy, just come and ask me and Nash. We'll get you straight.
Yeah.
I like that.
I feel like I have a good grasp on society and that sort of stuff.
So I got a friend of ours, shout out to Mark. He gave me some coupons to go shop at Nike because they had friends and family. So I went in there like early in the morning, and it was literally a madhouse. Just the lineup was, I don't know, 30, 40 people deep. And I'm walking around. I found a few T-shirts and stuff like that. And I looked at the line. I looked at the 4 T-shirts in my hand. And I put the T-shirts down and said, no, thank you. I would rather pay full price
Then stand that line.
I don't know if you guys feel the same way I do sometimes. It's like
you're not a lineup guy.
when the sales and stuff happen, I'm like, you know what? I would rather pay full price than actually stand in those lines.
What...
Mr. Moneybags over here.
Why? Yeah, seriously. Like,
I guess.
But like, here's the thing: is like, a friend gave you coupons.
Yes, he did.
And so, out of gesture, you should be like, "Thank you. I will use these. I don't care what the lines. I don't care if there's
he works at Nike. It's not like you're supporting his side business.
No, but like, it's a gift, right?
Yeah,
it is a gift.
So. What did you do with those coupons?
Mind you, I was there. I went. The stuff I'm wearing right now. Shout out to Nike.
Oh, no, I didn't hear that part of the story.
Yeah, I was with him, but I was saying I went. And shout out to Nike.
Yeah, you were wearing
everything
Nike.
I'm wearing right now is from the Nike store.
And
did you go in those lineups?
Yeah. Well, you know what's funny? My line wasn't long, but when Alana went to get in line, she got in line at like 8:40. The place closed at 9:00. I was sitting in the car for an hour waiting for it to get out of the store. The lines were long.
That's what I'm talking about. I'd rather just pay full price.
What was it? A 1 day only thing?
No, it was
about
like 4 days.
4 days.
And we were there on the last day. So,
In
you know,
typical Smythe
it's
fashion.
yeah, it's definitely nice. But I'm saying when I got in line, it was fine. I got out.
Nash has made a stand and he's wearing an Adidas shirt.
Yeah, he went all the way. Adidas pants. He's all Adidas out. Like,
Yeah.
don't support it.
I went right next door to this guy now.
They went to the store where there is no line.
Yeah. It paid full price because
Yeah.
there's no sales.
Yeah, so that's my thing. I hate lines. I hate standing in line nowadays. I don't know.
Now, you could have battled that. There's other options for you to battle that.
Maybe.
Come back later.
Put your headphones in and listen
Yes.
to a podcast.
Could have
I,
done that.
I was listening to a podcast because usually when I'm walking around malls or any kind of store, I am listening to a podcast.
Yeah. That's how I get around town.
Yeah.
Like I mean, I commute every day, right?
Yeah.
So like I know I have patience for a lot of things. So like listening to podcasts, listening to music, whatever, time goes quicker, right?
Do you know where Nash is spoiled? When we go out in the city, we don't line up for anything. We only go places where we can just walk right
Easy.
in. So,
Easy.
so now that is extended
man.
in his life now into his shopping.
Well,
where,
it's like the whole VIP movie theater thing. Like once you have it, like how can you go back to slumming it?
So look, think of his life now. It's VIP movies.
Yeah.
He walks into bars and clubs without lining up.
Yeah.
Now you give him a line to get a discount for clothes. He's like ridiculous. I'm not lying.
He's like a middle-aged woman.
I'll just pay full price for this. It's way better. I get it. You're bougie. We get it. We get
Yeah,
it.
seriously.
Jeez.
You know that place Union Chicken?
Nope.
So Union Chicken's in Union Chicken.
Yeah,
So it's a chicken place in Sherway, the mall over there. Really nice. It's like fried chicken well. So it's really nice. So my mom's like, "Oh, where do you want to go for Mother's Day?" I was like, she's like, "Oh, Swiss Chalet." I'm like, "Swiss Chalet?"
How dare you?
Like, why don't we go to Union Chicken? She's like, "I don't want to go to any place fancy." I was like, "Fancy?" in my mind, I'm like, that's just like kind of like a fast food like walk-in restaurant. My mother's mind, that's fancy. I was like, okay.
Has she been there before though?
And I told my partner, I'm like, you know what? Our noses are well in the air. Our noses are all the way up in the air.
Swiss Chalet
seriously.
disgusts us.
Swiss Chalet. Ugh.
Now, are you taking your mom to Union Chicken though?
No, Swiss Chalet.
Okay.
She wants Swiss Chalet.
Bring your germ soap and your plastic gloves while you go sit down. Oh, I got to use the bathroom here.
No, I'm gonna go across the street.
Yeah,
to
is
the
there a
Ritz-
Starbucks
to the-
here?
I'm gonna go across the street to the Ritz Carlton. Any recommends or warrants for you guys?
I got a good recommend.
Shoot.
It's summertime.
Not yet.
I mean, it's coming.
Definitely
Don't
not
Don't
yet.
worry. It's coming. My recommend is that you get a day bar and a night bar for the summertime. So you got to go somewhere that you sneak off to drink maybe at lunchtime or right after work. But then you got to have a night place. And they
Any
have
day
to
bar-
all
any-
be local walking places.
Any day bar local recommendations?
My day bar right now is Queen's Head, right down the street from my house. I think it's a 10-minute walk. That's my day recommendation. The only reason why is they have massive TVs, good lighting, and it's
lighting in
never
the daytime?
busy. Yeah, it's amazing. I think it's great.
Are you going there? Sorry, you're going there at lunch, right?
Yeah, I go there at lunch when I'm not out traveling for work.
Oh, interesting.
And then,
Night bars is random, right?
yeah, night bars are well.
Wherever there's no line, because you're going out with Nash.
yeah,
so.
yeah, going down. There's people in line. I mean, one person in line. He's like, "Nope, we're going to our place."
And that person is just like looking for their wallet. And he's like, I'm not going there.
He's like,
no
"Nope,
way. Or
sorry,
he knows
we're-"
the bouncer.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
talking
He's
with
like,
them.
"We're done here.
Yeah, I'm
sorry,
outta
we're
here."
leaving. We're out of here." But yeah, I recommend you have two, and I recommend you go out and you get some face-to-face time in the summer because face-to-face time is down lately.
Do you have a source for that?
Nope. Just if you Google it, you'll see it, and get out and live your life.
You got any warrants?
No.
You got any recommends or warrants, Wells?
I gotta recommend.
Shoot.
And it's a classic. It's a throwback to other recommends I've had before. But today, Fortnite dropped season 9.
Ooh.
Yeah. My last recommend for Fortnite was season 8.
Yeah.
Actually, wasn't one of the best seasons.
It was not a good season.
No, but season 9 just came out today. They toyed with the fans on the weekend. They destroyed one of the best spots on the map, Tilted Towers,
Tilted?
and then they rebuilt a whole brand new one, which is even crazier. So
Better tilted.
well, I mean, we'll see, but it's fun. They added a whole lot. It's a whole future theme sort of season, and you see all the old Fortnite people that you used to play with log on today to play. So
Now, for the uninitiated, what is a season in Fortnite? Do like just completely revamp the game, or they add? Is this when they add things?
Well,
to
I
the
mean,
game?
because like you go buy let's say a Far Cry video game, right? You're just getting the base game. You're just getting that game, right? Whereas Fortnite's always been, they just send updates, right? So now what Fortnite will do is they'll release a season, and it usually lasts like a season. So like say this one came out today in May, it'll probably last till August.
Okay.
And what they do in that season is every 2 weeks they have another update in the game, and they'll tinker with the map. They'll add a new
it's
weapon.
skins, it's maps, it's weapons.
Skins come out every night.
Okay.
For like every night. The map doesn't change too much unless there's like there's like in-game stories that happen, and they try and tell a story through the game.
The map changes every couple months, which is like
There's wholesale changes every season, like they add like a new point of interest or something. But throughout the season, like there's a story being told in the game, and they'll alter certain things, right? So
they don't really align together. So I was in Montreal. My aunt passed away. We put her down. She was 93.
put her down.
That's what you call it. Put them down.
That's not what you call it.
Anyway,
That's not what you call
Your
it.
pets down.
And I
put
played-
your family down.
My cousin's kid, who's 13, and his best friend, and we were playing on the Switch. We were playing Fortnite. And to be honest, I fell in love with that game all over again. And the reason why is because when I picked that game up at that point, it was a totally different game than I last played 2 months ago. And I think that there is serious longevity and value in something that consistently changes so much that the core is still the same, but everything else feels like it's brand new
and
for
you.
you.
I think that's one of the good points about the game is that as soon as like pros or people get good at it, they try and change it to make it different so it's not stale. Right?
Yeah.
You have to relearn it, or
or there's like different metas, there's different ways to win. So I think that's a good thing that they do, and they constantly change it, right? Like they threw away, like they've had the pump shotgun in the game the whole time since season 1, and they just threw it away.
They vaulted it, right?
Yeah.
And then people voted and they brought the drum gun back. The drum gun just mows down buildings and stuff. So this little punk nephew of mine was running up to me, and he was building around me and setting traps faster than I can shoot him and killing me.
Yeah.
To which I said,
he's been playing since the beginning.
yeah, to which I said, no, I have to play this game again. So I am going to get season 9.
Oh.
And I think I'm going to try to play with Wells at least twice a week.
Hey man, anytime you want to play,
At
just
least
let me
twice
know.
a week. And I think Nash should do the
So-
same.
No, I'm not gonna do
He
it.
won't. He won't do it. I ain't dragging
at least-
him along.
At least I'm honest. I won't do it. So that means he'll play once this month, and that's
We'll
it.
see, man. We'll see. I heard the same drill with Apex,
Exactly.
NHL. We'll see how it goes. I hope
I
it
told you.
works out. I'm there.
I'm gonna transition to a PS4 gamer by the end of the summer.
You've said this
my
for
goal.
last month.
I know, but it's hard, man.
He
I
didn't set a date for end of summer, so
I really like Xbox, and it's been hard, but I'm slowly cutting off my Xbox friends, and
cut
I'm
it off.
telling them I'm leaving. I can't leave them like
I
that.
just cut mine off. Just cut it off.
They got love for me. I can't do it like that, but they know I'm leaving soon.
Anyways, I hope to see you on there. I'll be there. I'm true to my word. I'll be there if you want to play. I mean, you can play with some buddies. We can carry you around. It's fine, no problem.
Just pick,
and you'll get better.
I'm first of all, I'm already pretty good. So
Well, apparently your cousin just whooped you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If your cousin's dancing around you and setting traps, and you're like scratching your butt,
You can't be that good.
oh, he'll do it to you too. He's very good.
we'll see.
Any warrants?
No warns, man. No negativity.
No negativity.
No negativity.
I do have a warrant.
I just asked you if you had a warrant.
I know, but I got one now. It's a good
Okay,
one.
go with your
My warrant is Fitbit, the company. So
You- j-
I know I just bought a new one. I know.
You
I know.
just
I
bought
Just let him,
one.
just let him go.
But
Let him
here's
go.
I had to beg these guys because my old one was past warranty. I had to beg them to send me a new one. These devices aren't set to last more than 12 months, and I can understand it's a ploy for them to make their sales. I mean the good ones, not the one you have there. All I'm saying is that it's a very good thing for you, but it can get very costly. So try not to get yourself caught up in the cost and stuff like that. Unless you could obviously afford it, then it's fine. But don't drive over. There's cheaper ones out there.
How good is it for you? A Fitbit.
For me, I think the fact that I'm worried about my moving around, whatever, helps. I'm not saying that I'm gonna get obsessed with it and then like run 800 miles, whatever. But I look at my thing and I'm like, oh my god, 3,000 steps. I might get up and take a walk. I might not, but what if I do?
Why don't you just walk? It actually is a Fitbits. They sold you a watch that counts your steps.
I know.
How often
Can't your phone just do that?
Yeah, your phone.
Yeah, phone does that.
They sold you a watch that counts your steps.
Well, it counts my steps. It has a coach on it. It has like workouts that sit on it. I can put music on it. I can answer my phone. I can send messages.
Your phone does all this.
You can do many things.
Your phone does all this.
Yeah, but you can put your phone in the car while you do all those things. But that's the convenience, right?
I guess.
But what I'm saying is like,
to me, Fitbit's not for you. It's not the best thing. I have one.
Yeah.
But I wear it as a bracelet. I have one. I don't really watch it. It's just a watch.
I hear you. It just tells the time for you.
Yeah.
I get it. But I feel like it can help people. Like I met a guy, 61 years old, and he swears by it. And he said, he's in the car and he's driving, he's doing like swim steps because, it helps him keep his track up or his heart rate, whatever it does for him. That's cool. But like, don't believe the hype. That's all I'm saying. Like, don't.
It's good for you, but don't believe the hype. My Warren, I've been on a tear of just horrible movie after horrible movie, starting with Gotti.
On purpose?
The thing is, I've told people, well, I think I've told you guys this. If I see something on Netflix, I'm just clicking on it. I don't think about it, I'm just clicking on it.
Right.
Because I just want to watch it.
So the big thing at the
Prime.
top.
I go on Prime. If I see something, I'm just clicking on it. I'm just going to watch it. Just so I know if I watch it. So most of the time when they have their big, because about once a week they release something major.
Yeah.
And I'll click on it. This week was extremely wicked, shockingly evil, and vile.
Oh, man. It's a Warren.
I had no idea it was about Ted Bundy.
Okay.
That I just went in cold turkey.
Yeah, okay.
Zac Efron is getting better as an actor. He annoyed me at first, but now he's really getting good as an actor. He plays Ted Bundy. This movie is so boring.
No,
man, it's everything. It is focused on him, but it's everything around. Sorry, it's his relationship, and not about the murders. It's his relationship and how he affected his two relationships in his life.
I mean, you've already seen the movie about the murders, though, right? The
Probably,
Netflix movie about the murders. No.
Oh, was there? Oh, that was the documentary.
Yeah.
I didn't watch that one. But it's just like, I mean, if you want to watch Zac Efron improve as an actor and like see him act, it's like, I guess it's nice to watch that. But the movie is just so boring, just absolutely boring. And my recommend is also another Netflix movie, Prospect. I would highly recommend you watch this, Wells. You will definitely love this.
Why me?
You like these kind of movies, these high concept kind of movies. It's like
These what?
These like it's a sci-fi movie, high concept kind of movies. It's really good.
Like
it's quiet. It's very quiet. It's about this family who goes prospecting for some minerals and stuff like that. And they get hijacked and stuff like that. But it's very quiet. I don't want to spoil anything for you, but it brings you into a world. It does a lot of showing and not telling. Like, there's no scroll going across screen like, oh, this is what's going on here. They'll actually show you what's going on instead of actually telling it to you. No huge exposition dumps and stuff like that.
Like, what do you think a good movie is? Give me the criteria for you to call a movie good. Because that sounds boring as hell.
A good movie?
Yeah. Like, what do you think? Like, what does a movie have to be for you to be like, okay, this is a good movie?
I don't know. It's a big criteria. Like, some of my favorite movies going by year, I liked Arrival. I liked Annihilation. I liked Roma.
What do they have? Do they have anything in common that like you like in movies?
Story, cinematography. Roma didn't really have that much of a story, but cinematography. I like when, like, for example, the first half of Wall-E.
Right.
Completely quiet. There's no exposition. They showed you what was going on, and you completely understood it. Mm-hmm. A lesser movie can't do that. They have to have somebody. Oh, they have to have somebody clumsily tell you what's going on. Like, I watched a movie where someone's daughter came up to them and they said, "Oh, hi, daughter." Nobody talks like that. Nobody talks like that. That's clumsy. That's clumsy, lazy writing.
Yeah, that's 2 points.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So stuff like that. I just like. Yeah, maybe you're not. Yeah, that's why I say Wells should probably watch Prospect and you'll enjoy it a lot.
We are the opposite.
Smythe, you might. That's fine. That's fine. That's why they make so many different movies.
You know what I love? I love like Vice, where a guy tells me everything that's going to happen, and then it happens after he says it. The narrator says it, then it happens the way he said it was going to happen.
See, Vice. That's the difference. I liked. What was the first one I did? Big Short. Better than Vice, because I felt Vice. He was doing a lot too much telling.
Yeah,
and not showing.
Yeah.
He's like just, walking us through the whole thing instead of just showing,
totally.
Which, I don't know. But yes.
Okay.
Prospect is a very, very high recommend.
All right.
Must watch. Anything else from you guys for this week? Nothing? You guys want to get into Game of Thrones? Episode
Thrones. Did you watch
4.
it, Wellesley?
Yep.
Good.
And
Obviously didn't pay attention to the group chat, but okay.
He's too busy watching it.
yeah, because you watched it after.
No, I watched it right away.
Oh, I thought you were coming back from Montreal that time.
No, we got home at like.
And you watched it
8:30.
then? Wow.
Well, then all to do. We're just like we're
Very,
home.
very committed.
We turn on our new box and we put it on.
Very committed. All right, so let's just go down the points of the episode. Please stop me if you want to add something in there. So the episode starts off just after the big battle, and they're basically burning their bodies. Do you think that happened right after the battle, or was it a couple of days?
It had to be a couple of days. You can't get all the bodies right away.
That seemed like
Look
that
how
seemed
they
like,
stacked them, man.
People are tired.
But at the same time, it also seemed like it was like right away.
It looked like it was the same
still-
night. It's true. It was like nighttime.
It looked like the
still.
same night, and it is stacked all the bodies.
I would
Like,
say maybe within a 24-hour period.
yeah,
Yeah.
this is a lot of work, and they just burned the bodies. John said this big speech. Although at that time, I don't think I would want to hear a speech from John.
No.
It's like my best friend died, and our king is like giving this big speech.
The problem is John up there. They all love that guy.
Yeah.
So if he wants to talk, he gonna talk. Even if you don't want to hear him at that time, it's his job. So I get it.
So after that, they go inside, have a big feast. Excuse me. Have a big feast. At that time, is it Grenji? Grenji was made Lord of Stormend by Dany.
Yes.
Gendry, excuse me. Gendry.
Yes, Mr. Baratheon.
So he was a bastard, and he can't be. He's like Dany's like, I can do whatever I want. It made him kind of sneaky on her part, because she's like turns to who she turned to?
Sansa?
No, she turned to somebody and said,
Jon?
"Yeah,
Okay.
see, you're not the only clever one in the room." Something like that.
Oh no, he turned to
Seeing
Tyrion.
that Gendry is going to be on her side now.
Turned to Tyrion.
Yeah.
Tyrion said it was a swift move
Yeah.
by him.
Further on in that feast, you got Dany noticing that Jon's getting a lot of love from everybody.
No, but first of all, the part where Daenerys gives him, like, lords him,
Yeah.
is important because Dany's trying to say that she can also be queen in the north. So she can also make decisions.
Or she's building up allies. I think.
Yeah, well, she's saying, I can also, like, make decisions up here in the north as well as, where everyone was like, I don't know.
Well,
if that should be
Storm's End's not in the north, though.
No,
That's the thing.
it's not. But she made a decision while she was in the north
Yeah.
as the queen. Which, if anyone was going to say, "Hey, you don't control up here," it would be those guys up there. So that was a bold move by her, and Tyrion, good move, and she was like, "I am swift as well."
Yeah.
It's a good call.
Yeah. Didn't notice Jon getting all the love. Kind of that jealous look, you would say, that she's giving him, and also the Starbucks cup there.
Yeah, right.
They said they digitally removed it, but I watched it this morning. It's still there.
Still there.
Which
They're
is not. It's not crazy. It's just like a quick little thing.
It's not a big deal. We know it's a production. Like, what do you want from them, right? But now, Daenerys knowing. First of all, did we talk about this before?
What?
That in the North, they don't really have a good allegiance to the throne. So even when
To the Iron Throne.
even when Baratheon was
Well, no,
king,
they did. Because remember, in the first season, they did have a good alliance because they were best friends.
but they were friends. But
then
Ned, they told Ned not to go south.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
They told him not to leave. You're the king of the north. You stay here.
Yep.
And everyone respected him there. So she wants respect where a place where they never respected the Iron Throne anyway.
Well, they want
So
to be on
it's-
their own.
Yeah.
They want to be on their own.
But
Because
nobody-
down there has been a lot of killing and other families.
But I feel like no one's told her that. Like, they should have been like, hey, up here, like, it's so far away.
I think they have.
But she just thinks that she can run that anyways.
Sansa told her that. Sansa's like, yo, what's going to happen to us? We don't follow the Iron Throne. Stuff like
I don't know. Daenerys should have just been like, yeah, whatever. You guys can do what you want still.
that. The Truth or Dare drinking game
It's a good game.
there, where Brienne was it Jamie or who said she was a virgin? It was like playing Truth or Dare, and then they called her out for being a virgin, and she got up and left, and then Jamie followed her.
Knocked her.
Smashed it.
Bring them cheeks over here, man.
Smashed it.
got on a ladder and just.
Have you noticed the angles they're doing with the cameras? Because really, Jamie and her are technically the same height, but they're making her
Look taller.
than what she actually. Yeah, I looked it up.
She's giant, man.
Yeah, she's like 6'3". He's 6'3" too, as well. But they're making it look like she's much bigger. Hound and Sansa, they had a little heart to heart.
Yep.
Hound basically telling her, if you just came with me, then none of this would happen. Sansa's, if none of this happened, I wouldn't be the person I am.
Yep.
If I was Sansa, I'd probably want to go that.
Yeah, you know,
maybe being raped a couple times is that's probably not a move I'd go.
I would have left.
That's something I want to go.
But you know what though? But she'd rather her dad's head get cut off and she becomes the queen.
Well,
that's who she was.
Well, all the stuff that happened to her after her dad's head got cut off.
Well, that's unfortunate. But I'm saying at the time of that happened, she would rather be queen with her dad dead, and that's how much she's changed.
I don't know. That's what she's saying. But anyway, Jenny declares his love for Arya. Arya turns him down.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
you
that
are a
rough.
booty call. That's what you are.
That
man.
was rough.
You have to live with that.
We're in the room. It's like, no, that's not how it works with Arya. No. You just
Marry me. She was like, meh.
Yeah, not a lady.
Danny and John also have that another talk in their room.
That was that was one of the most
Danny is
important
not
talks.
giving up that power.
No.
She does not want to give up that power.
And she knows from right now she's got to kill that guy.
Who?
Danny knows she's got to kill him.
Who? John?
Yeah. She knows right then and there that eventually she's got to kill this guy.
I don't know if I came to that conclusion.
Yes.
But anyway.
If anyone finds out, her claim to the phone will never be legitimate. She got to kill him.
Then he went on to, then it came to a battle strategy meeting. I gotta say, these strategies, they're not very good.
They're not that good.
They're not that good.
That's her downfall, though, man. She's not the sharpest tool in the shed.
You got John insisting that everyone follow Danny's plan, even though most of the people in the room are like, no, this is a bad plan. Leads to a Stark family meeting where John tells Bran to tell his sisters that who he really is. I don't know why swear you gotta swear you're not gonna tell. Obviously, you're gonna tell everybody.
Sansa snitched immediately, and Arya just left because she's not a snitch. That's all I'm saying.
The Hound and Arya now going off on their own little adventure. They left going down to King's Landing. John upgrades from Ghost to a dragon. Just tells Ghost to get the hell out of here. Take Ghost with you and just go up to the north. I don't need him anymore because I have a dragon. They set sail to King's Landing. Land in King's Landing in about 5 minutes.
Yeah, that's right.
In one of the dumbest scenes.
We've ever seen.
I was about to go here.
This is dumb.
No,
This is dumb.
They didn't know.
So they got sneak attacked by the dirty pirate.
Dirty pirate.
This makes no sense.
The dragon got killed. One of the dragon got killed. As I rewatched it, so the arrows come, hit the dragon twice, kills the dragon. Dragon lands in the water. The ships literally come around a rock. So there was absolutely no way they could see the dragons, and there's no way the dragons could not see them.
Yep.
Which was absolutely
Not
silly.
even just that. Like, the people riding the dragons, like, how do you not... What are you, just, like, staring into oblivion? Like, this is so poorly written, this part.
Then you got the
And then why don't you just... Sorry.
No, go on. 'Cause I hate to see too. I hate it.
Because with the last dragon, why don't you just circle around
Exactly.
the ships?
And because they can't turn
And
around
just
that fast, you can
smoke 'em
burn
out.
all the.
No, but all the arrows on the ships are pointing one way.
I get it.
So the dragons go around the ships.
They have to load the
The one
new
dragon
arrows.
go around and burned all the ships, but she was afraid of losing her last dragon, so she flew away. I kind of get it.
No,
but
she
you're-
could fly. That does no.
I get
makes
it.
no sense.
I get it. But like, if one of your dragons just gets murdered in front of your face, are you going to take your last? Actually, when she did the dive directly almost down into the dragons, you thought that's what she was going to do, and then she flew off and ran away.
You can just fly around. And there's a flaw in this too. And her servant gets captured. How the hell did she get captured?
Weren't they like on a... Because they were going to have a talk, right?
Because they ruined all the ships. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
because she was on a ship.
Yeah.
She was on a ship. Then
They blew up the ship.
then the one guy told her to get on a boat. So what did she do? Take the boat and sail
They
towards the guys?
got
But nobody else.
ransacked.
She they didn't capture anybody else but her.
Oh,
That was so weird.
That's
Well, they killed everyone
Darwinism,
else.
man.
Everyone else died. Everyone else died.
Then they had that meeting outside the castle. Mm-hmm. Which I was so... why didn't she just kill them all?
Here's what I don't understand.
They were standing right in front of her.
She?
Cersei.
Why did she just
You
kill them?
remember Cersei killed everyone in King's Landing.
She killed a church.
Remember
a church full
that.
of people.
Remember. So we know she has zero heart, and she would just kill everybody. She already sent someone to go kill her brother, who's standing right there. Why not kill him? And the Mother of Dragons is standing 10 feet away with 20 soldiers when she has her whole army. It doesn't make sense that they all live, but here we are.
Got 2 more episodes, man.
Yep.
I've been saying this.
Story.
I've been saying this for the last 2 seasons, including this season. This might go down as probably the worst season. Maybe we'll see. This has gone from this epic show that we watched
To a rush.
to just a regular TV show.
It's a rush job. No.
Let's put these people in places because we need to get from point A to point B. Let's just put these people. And you recently watched it too, well, so you'd probably get a better sense of it. But it just seems to me it's just they're making a TV show now.
Well, before it used
This
to take.
is what happens when you try and expand as much as you can out of a show, right? Like think about every show that you watch that's a drama and just how well does it finish or how well does it end?
Yeah.
No show peaks at the end. I'm
No.
sorry.
Seinfeld kind of did, except for the last episode.
I said drama.
Oh, okay, sorry, excuse me. Yes, okay.
So
You
like
might be right.
Sopranos, no. Lost, we were talking about
Yeah,
earlier,
yeah.
no. The Wire, like one of the greatest shows, but season 4 and season 5 were nothing compared to the first 3 seasons.
rushed.
I disagree.
Walking Dead, no one's watched that in the last 3 years.
But
Nobody's watching
probably-
it. Actually, a lot of people watch it.
I know, but like,
we don't watch it.
it's
Yeah,
like I don't watch
it's
it
not
because
me.
why? Because it got boring.
Well, this
Yeah.
is the thing. When I started noticing that the show has kind of gone down in quality, I'm talking Game of Thrones,
Season 7.
is when they stopped running on the book.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
The
That's a good
exact
call.
point when they started running on the book is when the quality started going down. Now, the guy who wrote the books, he always said he hated how TV shows did this. How they're put in unrealistic situations. Like example, that meeting outside the castle. That's an unrealistic situation. She is known to kill anyone without thought.
Yeah.
And they're standing right in front of her.
Hanging
she
out?
would kill them.
Yeah.
But because the show, you have to have that set up for the drama, because that's what they're doing. They're setting up drama.
Just the fact that they get from Winterfell to King's Landing in one episode. Because before, remember when Tyrion traveled to the Wall?
Yeah, it took him.
That's a
took him
whole
episodes.
season. It's a whole season. His journey all the way north, and then his journey all the way back down south. Now they're doing it in minutes.
Well, it's a TV show now. It's just a
Yeah,
TV.
they're rushing. They're rushing.
Well, it's a money thing. It's a money thing too. And they said they're going to finish it. It's just.
Did you
I
hear,
think when we look back at this, it's
when
going
you
to
hear
be.
Nash's Ghetto come out there, it's a ting. It's a money ting.
Did I say that?
Yep.
Oh,
I
jeez.
caught you.
Yeah, I think when we look back at this might be one of the worst seasons. Oh, we'll see. It's not over yet. Two more episodes to put this all together. Anything else you guys want to talk about Game of Thrones? Nada.
You know what?
What?
I don't know how it's going to end. And I
Okay.
thought I knew how it was going to end.
I think a woman's going to win.
Oh,
A woman is going to win. Which one? I don't know.
Arya.
You think?
Arya can't sit on the throne, though.
Yeah, but she's gonna do something.
Yeah, she'll do something in the end. And I personally think, should I say what I think is going to happen?
Go ahead.
I think that Sam is one of the few survivors, and he wrote the Song of Fire and Ice. And this is his story. He's telling the story because he's the
Yes.
librarian, the historian.
Yes.
Okay.
He's supposed to be He's supposed to be the writer.
Yeah.
So
he'll end up being the
he's-
narrator. This is
No,
his
well,
story.
he's the writer of the books. He's supposed to be. That's him as a character in the story.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been going on forever.
All right, well, that's
They've always said that.
what I thought was going to happen.
NHL playoffs. Conference finals is set right now. Do you guys want to look back at the last round? Bruins beat the Blue Jackets
5?
in
6.
5, 6.
That was rough
You think so?
For who?
for the Blue Jackets.
Well, okay, yeah. I
thought
mean,
they-
they upset the.
Best team in hockey.
Yes, I think that was a nice little.
Yeah. Do you think they thought their playoffs were over there, though? I thought they were going all the way. They had a chance to
I mean, they were built to go all the way. They went all in, right?
Yeah.
They beat the best team in the NHL. They
Yeah.
swept them. I mean, what is going on out
He's
there,
sick,
man?
man. Now, do you respect how good Boston actually is? Because I do now.
I called them the second best team in hockey.
It's just they're a well-oiled machine, man. They've been doing this for a while with that core. They're just used to it. They're gonna be a tough team to beat. They're probably gonna win. I don't even know who I picked, but
Because they're gone now. And do you respect the Maple Leafs taking Boston to 7?
no, man. They did it last year, and they improved their team. They didn't get through it.
All right, well. All right.
Why do you have to bring back the Leafs?
Because I always get back to the Leafs.
Islanders got swept by the Canes.
That's
surprising.
Sad. That's unfortunate.
It was surprising for you, or really? Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
But you know what? A lot of it has to do with the Islanders. They didn't have a home, right? Like, they didn't know where they were going to play, like, for most of the year. That place was rocking.
Really?
The Coliseum was rocking in round one, and then in round two, you go to like a
Barclay.
Yeah, you go to like a tomb where there's not the same atmosphere. So
Really, or they just weren't that good?
No,
I mean, they swept the Penguins.
Yeah, I think Wells is
Not
right.
I don't think they're sweeping Penguins. I don't think they're that good. I think defensively they're good.
Yeah.
They can't score. We said at the beginning they can't score, and they didn't.
Or maybe the Hurricanes are just that good. They're beating Boston right
Maybe
now.
they should have got swept, but yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, they can't really score goals.
Yeah.
The Islanders have never and even when they beat Pittsburgh, they didn't beat Pittsburgh by scoring 4 or 5 goals in a game.
No, they didn't have to.
Blues and Stars.
Yeah, these were the
was
West had
tough,
the best matchups.
This is a coin flip. For
Both
me.
went 7 games.
What a great series.
Stars and both the Avalanche, both accused of not really having that much depth. But the Stars, it seemed like it came through in this series,
Well,
though.
I mean, yeah, the Stars.
Yeah.
We're always going to go as far as Ben Bishop is going to take them, right?
Yeah. And they usually relied on one line. Avalanche. Sorry.
Had a great showing.
Yeah.
You want me to take over the,
Yeah.
the hosting, man? Because you are struggling, sir.
I mean, now, is it something to be said that San Jose is a surviving teams? Because the Avs aren't that deep of a team. So them to win 3 games in this series is an accomplishment for them. Because they're going to get better. They're going to be bigger, badder next year. They got a 4th pick in the draft, right?
Are you talking about Avalanche?
The Avalanche.
Yeah,
They're on the way. They're on the way up.
They're not.
So the fact that they took San Jose to 7, because I think I picked San Jose at 5 this series, or whatever ridiculous number I picked. It's got to be a good front for them. But San Jose just surviving, getting to 7 and getting it done.
Well, Martin,
is that a
Martin
testament?
didn't even show up until
Right?
like maybe the last 2 games. The goaltender for the Sharks.
Is it a testament to star power though? Because the Sharks have that.
they're deep.
They're deep.
They have that in noodles.
Carlson and Burns, they played 20, 25 minutes a game.
They're. I think the last game they were close to 40.
Yeah.
Because you got to win. I guess that's how you do it. Like, Burns had a game where I think he played 16 minutes, an overtime game. But if you have a 1 game to win a series, I would take San Jose over almost any team in the league just because of the star power.
Not with Martin in that.
I get Martin in that. I do get that.
Why do you keep calling him Martin?
What's that his name?
Martin Jones. Like,
Martin.
we're on a first name basis.
Yeah. We are now. That's how we do it. Brent, Martin.
Martin Jones. Sorry.
So, yeah, I don't know. I'm looking at a Boston San Jose Stanley Cup final now, which is crazy because at the game we're like all these crazy teams we don't know or wait to the next round, and at the end it's 2 teams that we very may
it's
well
gonna
have
be
picked in the
interesting.
beginning to get there.
Because San Jose's played 2 kind of loose teams, right? Like, not like the best defensive.
No.
And now you're playing probably the best. I think the Stars were the best defensive team that had the best goalie in the playoffs. And then now you're playing against the hottest team in the NHL since the beginning of the year, like the beginning of the calendar year, and in the Blues. So it's gonna be 2 different like squads going at it. Like, one's gonna be high powered offense, one's gonna be defense, like shut down D with a better goalie. So it's gonna be interesting to see how this series goes. It's really a tale of 2 teams.
You guys remember your picks? Or you want me to say it for you?
Refresh us.
So I got Bruins in 5. I got Blues in 7. Wells, you got Hurricane in 6. Blues in 6. I don't think Wells is going to pick the Bruins ever.
No,
Going
he's not.
forward,
He isn't.
You're not going to pick the Bruins.
Straight hate.
Blues in 6. Smythe, you got Bruins in 6
Yep.
and Sharks in 7.
Yeah, I think that the story got to continue. Sharks in 7 is.
I had to stay with the Blues because I took them to win the whole thing. So
Yeah. Blues, yes. What's the
but the
reason for
Canes
Hurricane?
pick though. The Canes pick is.
Hurricanes just they're rolling, man.
Yeah, they're
they
solid.
beat the defending champs. They
It was a
swept
sweep.
the Islanders.
Yeah, it was a sweep.
And they're winning right now against the Bruins. They're rested. I don't know, man.
Without that quote unquote star, like Williams is Williams the center? Their captain?
He's your captain.
Yeah.
They have no stars. You can't.
Exactly.
Well, they have like Teravainen and Aho. Like
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
not stars, but they're not stars because they play
They're
in
good
Carolina.
players. They're good players.
Well, you're not
They're
going to mix them up with
stars.
Tavares or
Yeah,
Matthews.
they're
right?
not.
Doug
stars.
Hamilton,
Yeah.
like
they're
Okay.
good players. They're solid.
And
top to bottom.
they're a deep team.
Yeah.
They have no stars. We can't create
But
stars
it's
out
not,
of this
it's not
team.
NBA.
I understand what you're
No, it is
saying.
not. It is not. That's why they're in the conference finals.
But in Boston and in San Jose, and even to a certain point in St. Louis,
Well, who would you say their star? Tarasenko?
I was going to say Tarasenko, and that was it. So I guess no.
But like Binnington was the best goalie in the second half of the year. He's not a star, but like
He wasn't a stud in the last round. He was
He was
human.
okay.
He
He
was
was okay.
human. He was human.
Yeah.
I'll say it like that. Because before that, he's been on an absolute tear. So the fact that he got through this series, I'll say that, maybe gives him a little character, which will help him out in this San Jose series. Because he's going to get scored on in this series.
I thought this first game, because right now, currently as we're recording, Bruins and Hurricanes are playing each other, tied 2-2.
oh, they just scored?
Yeah.
So there goes your thing.
Without McAvoy, that's going to hurt. Because McAvoy's been there, Bruins, without McAvoy.
He's only gone one game.
Yeah, he's only got one game. That's why I thought it would hurt this game, because he's been their best defenseman, and he picks up a lot that Chara leaves off, because Chara's not...
He's old. Leave him alone, man.
He's not his foot, but they still like that big body. They still like they still like that big body.
That was gold. That was
So,
gold. He's not.
We'll see if they can pull it off. If they can pull this off, they'll be pretty good.
I don't think Boston's strength's ever been their defense. We've never looked at Boston and said they were solid defensively. Never. So they'll be fine.
No, it's been a couple years. When Char was at his peak, yeah.
Yeah, Charles one guy out of 6. We've never said they had a solid decor. Never. They've always been a team that can put up goals and they're tough all around. They'll be okay without McAvoy.
If you're paying attention, I've picked the most wins.
Oh my god.
Anything else from the NHL you guys want to touch on?
No, that's like
Calling offsides? No.
No, we talked about how much I hate the NHL trying to copy the NBA
What do you mean?
and just dramatic calls. I can't stand it. I hate it.
Well, every league's gonna do this. Every league is. If you guys didn't like replay before, it's not going away.
It's not getting any better.
They're only gonna add
the
more
whole
and more.
league's going to be all replay soon.
They're only
The
just gonna
only
add more.
league where I think they do it right is in soccer, where the only time they review
different.
anything is the laser on the goal line, and that's it. That's done by computer. Everything else is whatever the referees decide.
Yeah, but the
to
fans
call.
are now wanting more replay in soccer.
Yeah, but no, like just don't give it to them. You know what I mean? Like just at one point, just eh. Also, I think there's the rhetoric about referees. They get all the calls wrong. The NCAA did a great job, NCAA basketball in the tournament, where they reviewed a bunch of calls the refs just got right, and they were like, the refs did a great job, the refs are amazing, whatever. And I just think it just changed the rhetoric of how you think about refs, because the refs missed some calls, but no one talked about it.
Fans are never going to change. And again, we have a friend who just complains about refs all the time.
Can you say what it is?
No, the refs are against his team, and that's it. You're never going to change. Fans always think the refs are against their team. Always. It's never going to change. Even though I believe referees in major sports, for the most part, do a good job. Let's get into some baseball.
I feel like we can go back to a time when you said the total opposite about referees in sports.
No, I've never said that. I don't get tied up in the referees. Let's get into some baseball.
Let's do it.
I swear Wells was just quiet for the last 5 minutes. Just gearing up.
Just patiently waiting.
Yeah, enough about hockey. We're going to get to baseball already? Let's see. We got a couple good storylines going on. A good one. In your opinion, Wells, sir,
Good sir.
who is a better player in the NL? Cody Bellinger or Christian Yelich? Who would you pick today? Right now.
These guys are identical right now. If you
They
look at their
basically
numbers.
lead like all the stats in the NL.
But like, if you look at their numbers, they are identical, pretty much up and down, stat wise. Now, if you want to take the body of work from the second half of last year to now, Yelich, who won the MVP, has been unreal for basically a year span.
They pretty much. No, go on. Sorry.
I'm just saying, like, Bellinger kind of had a down sophomore year last year, but he's been unreal this year. But if you look at their numbers, and I'm going to spit out some nerdy numbers here, OPS, which is a combination of on-base percentage and slugging percentage, which is one of the biggest stats measuring the efficiency of a player. Yelich is 1.258, which is godlike.
Yep.
Bellinger is 1.259. So a 1,000th of a point separates them.
Now, the only thing I would say with Yelich is if you look at his home and away numbers, pretty much all of his home runs have come at home.
Okay.
So Yelich is
But
playing.
Yelich is sort of the same too.
Yeah.
If you look at his home runs in Miller Park.
Yeah. So Yelich pretty much is doing this mostly at home. Not to say that it's like dropping off completely at away games, but for my money, it'd be Bellinger. Bellinger, he played.
Really, yeah?
Yeah. He plays first, and he plays a bit in the outfield now too.
He plays everywhere. He plays center field. He can play first.
Baseball is kind of following that basketball model where you want players that can basically play all over.
Jack of all trades.
Yeah, because you want to be able to move people around for rest and stuff like that. Because mostly in the NL, it's kind of like if you want to kind of rest a player, you play him at first base, kind of. So if you can get Cody Bellinger off first base and put him in the outfield to put another player there, all good. Maybe so, I am a fan of Yankees. I'm like one of those guys that always kind of the Yankees, not the Yankees. The Dodgers. I always root for that. I always root for them to just win.
West Coast Yankees.
Just win one, and I'll be happy.
Just get one.
Like they go all in all the time, and it's like just win one, just to say whatever. But I like Cody Bellinger.
But they're like identical.
No, they are. It's really close. It's really close.
Even down to like the stolen bases, and, like everything.
I'm going Yelich.
Yelich.
Here's why I'm going Yelich with a K.
No, it's.
I know it's Yelich. Whatever. Here's why I'm going Yelich. 394 is unrealistic. It's unrealistic batting average number. So he has
batting average.
He
guys.
has to come back to earth. There has to be a slump. No one hits 400. That is not normal in baseball, which means he's hot. Yelich has been doing it, like you said, for an entire calendar year. Mm-hmm. That's a sign of consistency. So I think if I had to play cards in September, October, and I had to pick a player, Yelich is the guy that I would pick. But it's only based on that. Everything else, like you said, is basically identical.
I would just go.
One guy I think is hot, and the other guy I think is consistent. That's all
I would go base.
Cody Bellinger is much younger than him now, too.
Yeah, they're. Well, I think he's a bit younger, but like it's not
27,
like
23.
Yeah, so like I just mean like Yelich has more of a history as being a good hitter.
Yep.
He just happens to hit a few out of the park, right? Because like I said before, your launch angle and your swings, you don't have to be a power hitter anymore to hit a home runs. You just have to have the right angle. And Yelich, both these guys are proving that. Now Bellinger, I think he has the NL rookie record for home runs. He hit 2 years ago, so he's more of the power guy. I agree that batting average will not stay, but the on-base percentage may, because he's becoming a power threat. So people are going to pitch around him. So on base, the more important stat.
I do like on base. I don't think it's
how do you
more.
Score runs? You gotta get on base.
I do not think it's more important though than your batting average.
You rolled your stop. You rolled your eyes at batting average. Well, so you wanted to explain to people why it's outdated.
I don't mean to roll my eyes at it. Like if you're a 300 hitter, you're a good hitter, right? And I'm not rolling my eyes at that. But like, let's say you're a power hitter, like a guy like Joey Gallo, and pitchers are afraid to pitch to you, or it's like they pitch to you. It's like they step up a level and they pitch to you. So there's more of a scouting report on you. There's more information on you where not to throw the ball, so you can not hit out of the park, right? So pitchers will nibble. They'll hit corners. They'll try and mix it up, so they don't get as many good pitches to hit, and that's why their batting averages, power hitters, are lower.
Yes,
but
not every pitch is the same.
They do get on base more. And I think that is more important to get on base because you cannot score any runs unless you get on base or you hit a home run. But I just mean but I'm not trying to crap on batting average, because I mean you look at guys like Tony Gwynn and like guys who constantly hit over 300. That's good. It's impressive.
Yeah.
Right. But
I equate it to like when you in hockey, going back to make an analogy in hockey, when you go shots versus scoring chances. Because they're not all the same. Yes, a team can take 15 shots in a game. Where are they from, though?
Yeah.
Well,
pucks on net.
Yeah. As far as the scoring chances, they're on the net and stuff like that. That's what I kind of equate it to. Because not all hits are the same. Not like everyone's pitching to you the same and stuff like that.
My dictation always is like, if there's a guy on second base, the chance of you getting that guy home is your batting average. Nothing else matters in that point. Your slugging percentage doesn't matter. Your on base doesn't matter.
The argument is, Smythe, how did that guy get on second base?
Who cares? I'm saying if there's a
no, that's the whole point. How do you get on second
that's what I'm
base?
trying to say.
But if the guy gets on second and the other guy who has a lower gets a walk, who cares? The guy can't score. I'm saying your chance of bringing that guy home is your batting average.
But that's also
what's your chance of hitting safely?
That's why you construct your batting order to reflect on who gets on base more and who hits behind them, right?
I get that.
Yeah.
But all those numbers don't matter what we're saying. I'm saying batting average is important because it's your chance of hitting safely. If a guy comes up and there's a guy second and the guy's batting 310, that guy's a better chance than the 250 guy.
Yeah, sure.
And that should matter in baseball. I
should, but like if you look at the history, more guys have higher RBIs but lower batting averages because the guys who hit in front of them get on base and then they score. Right? Like Albert Pujols is not a career 300 hitter, but he has 2,000 RBIs now.
Yeah, but I'm not saying...
How did that happen? Because the guys in front of him got on base.
Yeah, the other stats, I'm not saying they're not important, but I'm saying batting average...
I'm just trying to tell you, like, like batting average is important to an extent, whereas on base percentage is you have to get on base to score. There's no other way.
I think our argument is that they're flip flop. You think on base percentage is more important than batting average. I think batting average is more important than on base percentage.
I mean, yeah, that's
most of the advanced stats people will tell you that too.
I don't think they will.
Anyways,
Padres. Right now they're sitting. Do you know where they are?
Yep.
Sorry, should I add that up?
They are 21-17, 3.5 games out of first place in the West.
Playing. I didn't think they'd be this good.
Well, we said they would be the third best. I said they would be
You
the
said
third
you
best
said
team.
the third best team.
But I thought Colorado would do better. I still think they're gonna do better.
Chris
There's
Paddock.
so much time left.
Yo, Chris Paddock, man.
Chris Paddock. Guess who called this? This guy. This guy called it. I said he'd be the rookie of the year, but I don't know because he's right now he's just playing amazing. I don't think it's gonna last all year.
Well, he's putting up ridiculous numbers.
Yeah.
Which can't hold up. But if you look at his minor league numbers, he's never had a career where his WHIP was lower than 1. He's never had his WHIP has always been under 1 in the minors.
Has he pitched above 100 pitches?
I can tell you right now.
No, please.
No, he's never gotten over 91.
Yeah, I hate pitch count. I hate it. And they're protecting him because he's young, right?
Yeah, and he's had Tommy John once.
Yes.
Once you have it once, it's 5 years?
Something like that.
Is that the rule?
Everyone's different.
Yeah. It's usually 5 to 7 years. Something like that. If you have Tommy John once, they say you're supposed to get it a second time.
You're going to do it again.
Yeah, but they're playing crazy. Chris Paddock, I just wanted to mention him.
Well, like, he's... Okay, so he has 40 innings pitched, and he's only given up 18 hits. Which is nuts. And he's only walked 10 guys. So, it's just unreal to be a rookie and have this poise. And, like, he outdueled Jacob deGrom his last
week.
start.
Yeah.
11 strikeouts and 91 pitches in 7 2/3. Like, the guy's unreal. He's a character too, man. I don't know if you ever get a chance to watch him. He shows up to each game like a cowboy hat and like a
does he?
cowboy getup. Like, he's from Texas, right? So he's
his whip is .69.
That's what I was saying.
You said under 1, but like .69 is insane.
It is. It's like reliever numbers.
That's what I'm saying.
Like Greg Maddux.
Like, he has these high numbers. I don't think he's actually going to keep up. But it's amazing to watch right now.
But for pitchers, an ERA of 1.55, he's pitching 90 pitches a game. That's realistic. He can keep that. The whip will go up. We get that, right? It's understandable. But I mean, ERA of 1.55 over if you're pitching
40 innings is impressive.
That's not horrible.
It's amazing.
Well, I think he's going to finish.
That's like Greg Maddux, Pedro Martinez.
He'll finish maybe just over 2 if he continues switching this well, because it's going to go up. Obviously,
anything can happen, man.
Yeah,
we're sorting this season. He could give up 7 earned runs in a game, and it'd be up to like 2.5.
Yeah,
right? Like,
you're right. 40 innings pitch isn't really much.
No.
I don't know. Like I said, the Padres.
But you
I
can't
like what
ignore
they
it.
did. I like how the Padres they invested in a couple guys and brought the young guns out and like, show what we can do. We want to win.
Yeah.
Let's see what we can do.
Yeah.
And that's confidence instilled in players.
And he's just one of like the 5 pitchers they have coming up in the next couple of years.
Yankees. How the hell are they winning stuff? 14 guys injured.
Is it they're just so deep? There's just so
They're
many
not
good
deep
players
at all.
Not
That's
anymore.
the thing is they're not deep.
Well, you said
Not
they
anymore.
had one of the top. They're the top minor
Bullpens?
Oh,
league.
No, they don't.
No.
Oh, okay.
Bullpens, you say?
Yes.
They're saying their bullpen was really deep.
Remember, we talked the bullpen, but we thought they had some minor league guys coming up. They don't. Okay,
No.
well,
Not really. Like they had guys like Clint Frazier, who was like a top prospect that just can't play playing time because they have like Gardner, Stanton, and Judge in the outfield, but everyone's hurt. So He comes up and then he gets hurt, and then they just keep plugging in these guys like Luke
And they keep
Voigt.
doing. They keep winning. They can't. They
They're
can't
the
keep this up.
Yankees. They're like, yo, we're supposed to win games.
Now you called in the beginning of the year, Wells, that the Yankees would basically lap the field. They can't. They
I
can't.
did when they were healthy.
Yeah, they were healthy. They can't keep this up though.
Well, the guys are gonna be coming back, right? Like,
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. They need guys to come
Stan's
back.
coming back soon. Judge will be back in like a couple weeks. Who else? There's
Hicks down.
Hicks
Judge down.
hasn't even started yet this year. Didi Gregorius probably coming back in like June.
Yeah.
And then what are they gonna do with these guys who are performing right now?
Well,
Like, where are they gonna put them in?
Oh, they're the Yankees trade bait this year. When the
But
Yankees
who-
to load up
who's
for the
gonna trade?
playoffs.
Who are they gonna trade?
They're gonna. Well, you know how they do. They just
Like when
trade up
Didi
and get
comes
superstars.
Up, when Didi comes up, they got to find a place to put DJ May, who's hitting like 330.
Yeah.
Like he's just that's all he does.
One of those guys are getting traded. The Yankees will. What do we need? Perfect. Who do we have? Now you have a bunch of guys that are.
I do
playing well.
kind of agree with him on the sense of if you can get your actual starters back, maybe a team will go, oh, if we just put that guy on our team, maybe he'll do something. Maybe he'll continue what he was doing.
They
on
do
the
it every
Yankees.
year.
Yeah.
Every year, a team's unloading, and the Yankees take them all. Now you got guys that are playing well
No,
to
I mean
put in that
Yankees trading
place.
away. I mean,
Yeah, the
trading
Yankees.
away,
The Yankees trade away to get better every year. But now you have guys that are good to trade away. That they came up and they're playing decent. It's going to be nuts. Now, Boston's back at 500, and we talk smack about them at the start of the year. Tampa Bay, are they going to fall off? A and B. Do the Yankees, are they afraid of Boston right now?
Right now, maybe just because they're hurt so much, but
Yeah.
guys are coming back, right? They got a hole to dig. They got a hole to dig themselves out of. They had a real hole to dig themselves out of. Tampa Bay, I don't know. How was Tampa Bay winning? It was
because they're really deep and
Yeah.
they have really good players that you don't know.
So you think they're going to stay?
that's-
Think they're going to
yeah.
stay up there?
Yeah,
Because Boston, they've been the best team in baseball the last 2 weeks, arguably. Not arguably.
I wouldn't
they
say
probably
that. They've also beat up on crap teams.
So they just had a good, favorable schedule, or you think they're back?
They're
I think
beating
they're
the teams
back.
they should beat.
Right. Well,
that's always a good sign.
good teams do that.
Yeah, you should beat
They're
the
beating
teams.
teams, but they haven't played anyone really that good lately. But I mean, like, they did have their number against Tampa 2 weeks ago. But Tampa, I just think, I mean, they have the highest run differential in baseball, right? They have probably the best staff. They have the best pitcher in the AL. And they just have a balanced offense. Like, they're just no names that are going to stick out to you. But
If you had to call it right now,
I still think the Yankees take the division, but I don't think Boston's going to get a wild card. I think Tampa will get the other wild card.
It seems that way. Like as of right now.
I just don't think, like, Boston doesn't have the pitching, and like I said this at the beginning of the year, everything went well for them last year, and it's hard to keep that up.
that second wild card is just them in Cleveland right now. But I mean, there's so many games left.
Yep.
You can't really.
Yeah, we're only in May. We're about a quarter of the way through the season.
I think Boston's back to being the team. Well, not you. I thought they would be because I picked them. I said they'd be the best team in baseball again this year, and I think they're back to being that good.
You
I
actually did say that. You actually did say that.
Yeah, I think they're back to being that good. So I think that it's a matter of time. They'll make the playoffs. The division, I don't know, because the Yankees, I don't understand. Like when they get healthy again, I don't get how they lose to anyone.
Yeah, I know.
That don't just make any sense. But I think Boston will be around.
Twins, best team in baseball right now. Sorry, not the best team in baseball. Second best team in baseball. The Dodgers are the best team in baseball. Twins, best team in baseball. I don't think anybody of us called
the
this.
Twins are the best team
In
winning
the AL.
percentage. Why?
Oh, winning percentage? Right?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Okay, so best team in baseball. I don't think anyone of us called it. I was looking at the record. I don't think anyone of us called it. I think you had them in the wild card position, Wes.
Remember that?
I don't know about that, but I did say they'd hit the most home runs in baseball this year,
Yeah.
Oh, good call.
and they're close. But they're a good team too.
Remember
They-
last year when I had the Mets making the playoffs because they had a hot start?
Yeah, it's
That's
'cause
who the-
you
that's
didn't
who-
do any research.
That's who
You
the Twins are this year.
No, I don't think they are.
That's who the Twins are.
I don't think they are at all.
In a month, we're going to talk about them again and be like how they fell off.
Who's gonna beat them? Like in that division?
And that
like,
division's not that good. That
like,
was the whole
Cleveland's
thing.
not
Yeah.
that good this year.
Like we all thought Cleveland would win that division automatically because the division's not that good.
Yeah.
So who's going to beat them? Who's going to beat the Twins in
It's
that
only
division?
3 games out. I don't think there's a wild card in this division this year. I think if you don't win the division, you're out. Because I
Ooh.
think that Tampa Bay and either Boston or the Yankees are both getting the
You
wild
might be
card
right.
spots.
You might be right.
Only because they're good. All those teams are good.
Yeah, Boston and Cleveland both have the same amount of wins.
Right? And we talked about like Cleveland. You said they're not that good. Minnesota. I think Minnesota will fall out of the division, and by then they'll fall out of the.
I don't know. Minnesota's offense is really good this year. Really, really good.
Any other teams you guys want to touch on? Diamondbacks are playing well.
Surprisingly.
Thought those guys were going to fall off the map.
Yep. I don't know if that's going to keep up either, but they're doing what they can.
Rockies aren't playing very well.
That surprises me.
Yep.
But they're definitely playing better in the last month than they started the season.
Philly, for some reason I didn't put them in the playoffs. For some silly reason,
dude, I took Washington to win division. They're just,
that was a mistake on everyone's part.
They're stinking it up, man.
I never saw that coming.
I picked the Nationals every year, and every year they just
they let you down.
They let me down.
Well, I poo-pooed on Atlanta this year, and I mean they're under 500.
Under 500, but the division's not that great.
But they don't look terrible.
The division is good. It's just these guys are underperforming. The everyone except for the Phillies sucks in that division right now. But I don't think it's going to hold up. Well, the Cubs are the hottest team in the last 2 weeks. They now
yes.
They've taken the division lead. It's going to be a nice dogfight between them, Milwaukee, and St. Louis for the rest of the year.
Any other teams?
Nope.
Seattle
had enough of baseball.
Seattle's interesting, man.
Yep,
but they can't hold up. Not in that division.
I don't know where Edwin goes. The playoffs come. I don't know how to say it to you guys. When's the last time that guy didn't play in the playoffs?
It's true.
Well, most of Jay's career, but
well, 2015, 16,
but
4
years in a row.
17, 18. Yeah, I think they'll be around.
Yeah, that's it. Well, for baseball,
Thank God.
You had some sports trivia for us, Wells.
Yeah, dude. So this is get ready. Okay, so what we're gonna do? This is a little idea I suggested to these guys. I need you to put your phones down.
Yeah, I'm just gonna write one thing down. Sorry, excuse me.
For this
cheat. Make sure.
Well, you guys are looking at each other's computers, so don't cheat because you're playing against each other.
Yes.
Okay. So what we have today is a Toronto sports history trivia, and this is kind of more recent history. There's a couple older ones thrown in, but they're kind of easier questions. Now, what we're doing here is there's 3 tiers: easy questions, medium questions, and hard. Easy is 1 point, medium is 2 points, hard is 3.
All right.
First person to 7 wins. If you get a question wrong, you lose 1 point.
Wow.
Now, here's the thing.
How many questions do you have?
Now, it doesn't matter the tier. You just lose 1 point. If
Yeah,
you
it
lose.
doesn't
Okay.
matter. You can
Doesn't
go
matter
hard.
tier.
If you get it wrong, you lose 1 point.
Yeah, you go easy.
You go easy. If you get it wrong, I'd say lose 3 because these are pretty easy questions. Now, the first one to 7 wins. Who wants to go first? You know what? We're in Smice, so he gets to go first.
All right.
Hard.
Hard? Okay. So, like, everyone's cool with how the rules work and everything?
Yeah.
Just give me 1 second here to...
I'm sorry, I forgot the rules. Can you explain it? I'm joking.
Get out of here.
Okay. Hard. Now, this is hard. Like, this is really hard.
Is there a chance to steal or?
Yeah, sorry. Good question. If you don't get it right,
Yeah.
you get -1.
Yeah.
And if the other person gets it right, they get the points. They don't lose any points. So, like,
Right.
if you try to steal...
And I don't get it wrong. I don't lose anything. Sweet.
Yeah, okay. Question number 1 for Smythe. Who was on base when Joe Carter walked off the Phillies
That's
down 6-5 in the 1993 World
great
Series?
question.
I think I know who it is, but I'm not sure.
Joe Carter bats third. Devon White.
Final answer.
Yep.
Wrong.
Damn it.
Damn it. I think it's Kelly Gruber.
Wrong.
Damn it.
Rod Elmer.
The answer is no one. No, okay. Ricky Henderson was on third base and Paul Molitor was on first base. They were down by 1 run when he hit the home run.
Yeah. It's a good question. It's good.
Nash.
Easy.
Sure. What stadium did the Blue Jays play their first ever game in?
Exhibition Stadium?
Yep. In April of 1977.
I was like, at first I thought, wait, was that a trick question? I was like, no, okay, no, he said easy. So
I'm gonna go medium for the tie.
Sure. Okay, Smythe, medium. What was the name of the mascot for the Skydome when it first opened? Not the Blue Jays mascot, but the mascot of the Skydome.
Domi?
Wrong.
I don't even remember what it looks like. I'm just going to take a wild guess. Sky.
No. You were close. I can't give it to you, though. It's Domer.
Oh.
Really?
I can't, man. No.
Can't-
No,
that's
no,
not right.
I
No,
just
you can't.
I just
Can't.
want to say really, and then I'm done. I'm okay. I'm okay after that.
Smythe at -2.
Yep.
Nash is at 1.
I don't even remember what it looks like. Wow.
It was a turtle.
Oh, was it? Oh, yes.
Okay, Nash.
Easy.
Who is the all-time leader in points for the Toronto Maple Leafs? Now, there is a clock ticking in my head.
Oh,
so
okay.
we can't do this forever. This is bad radio.
Do I get any clues?
No, man, this is easy.
Doug Gilmore?
Wrong.
Matt Sundin.
117. Damn it.
Yeah, give me my 0.
Smythe gets a point to go to -1. Nash is back at 0.
I will take easy to tie the game.
Sure. Who did the Toronto FC beat in 2017 MLS
Wow.
Cup to win their first ever championship?
Seattle. I forget their last name.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
I'll accept that.
That's good.
Smythe is back at 0.
No, I'm at 1. I stole one for 0.
I know, you were at -2 because you got one wrong. You got 2 wrong. Domi, wrong.
Ugh,
Easy.
this game's hard.
I only have so many easy questions. So.
It's like Jeopardy. Once you clear the board, it's done.
Yeah, that's fair. What university did Vince Carter go to?
Tar Heels?
What university did Vince Carter go to?
Tar Heels? The Duke? Is it Duke? Duke.
Yes, North Carolina. Give
North
my
Carolina.
point.
Damn it! Oh my
Give
god!
my point.
Duke Blue Devils. Duke Blue Devils.
Right. You just have to
I
say
know.
University. Nash goes in the lead. Sorry, Smythe goes in lead and Nash is
That was
minus
so
1.
easy.
I will take a medium.
Medium question. Okay. Who scored the first ever basket for the Toronto Raptors? Wow. Who scored the first ever basket for the Toronto
Alvin
Raptors?
Robertson.
Yep.
Bam.
November 3rd, 1995 versus the New Jersey Nets. It was a 3-pointer.
Yep.
Oh, man. Smythe is pulling away. He's got 3.
It's not easy up here, man. It's not easy up here. I tell
Nash,
you.
are you going to go for...
Easy.
Oh,
Easy.
look at this guy. Which Toronto Blue Jay walked off the Baltimore Orioles in the 2016 wildcard game?
Oh, 2016 wildcard game.
Wildcard game, yep.
Walk off. What's my last name?
Wow.
Bat flip boy.
That's his name. That's exactly what
Batista.
it is. There you go.
What?
Edwin Encarnacion. The 2016 wildcard game against the
You
Orioles.
didn't give him a chance to steal.
Oh! Are you going to say Edwin?
Unfortunately, I can still steal Edwin Encarnacion. Give me
No, that's my bad.
All right. All right, give me another medium.
Okay. So right now, Smythe has 3 and Nash has -2. He's missed 3 in a row on the easies.
Just getting wrecked out here. But you know what? That was a trick question. That was a trick question you were waiting for the last time. It hit you that time. Because I would have said...
Well, the last
I
one
would
I
have
got,
said
the
Joey
last-
Bats immediately.
The last one I got, that was just stupid on me. That
No,
was silly
okay.
on my part.
This- yeah.
This famous baseball player hit their first professional home run in Toronto. This, Hall of Fame...
Whoa, hold on.
That's tough. Wait, did you pick a hard or
I
medium?
picked the medium. I picked the medium.
That's hard.
This baseball player at their first ever home run.
This baseball player
Yeah.
hit his first ever professional
home
baseball home
run
run
in
Toronto.
Ken Griffey
Can you give
Jr.
it a year? Oh, I was going to say the year.
So this is okay. I'm going to give you a little bit of a hint. This is before Toronto ever had a baseball team.
Oh, that's not fair.
No, that is fair because that could be anyone. It could be
Yeah.
Ken Griffey, like you were saying, right? But this person hit their first professional home run in Toronto.
That's hard. you got to know
medium.
baseball. You got to know baseball to know that.
And once you hear it, you'll.
You might as well just spin on
Yeah,
it.
it's
You
done,
might as well
whatever.
spin on it.
I'm out.
Spin a name.
Say a
Say a
name.
name.
I don't know. I don't know.
Just say a
Say a
name.
name.
Babe Ruth.
Yep.
Oh. Well, that's a great game.
When did that happen?
Babe Ruth was 19 years old in 1914 when he played for the Providence Grays against the Toronto Maple Leafs. The Providence Grays were a minor league team for the Boston Red Sox, and that was the only home run he ever hit in the minor leagues. And they played at Hanland.
Whew.
There's a stadium on the island.
Wow.
Yep. I thought you guys knew that.
No, I didn't. I
There's
did
a
not know that.
plaque on the island. Okay.
You know I've never been to the island.
5 points.
No.
Never been.
5
gotta
points
know.
for Smythe. A -2 for Dwayne. What's it gonna be?
Medium.
Medium.
Oh, he stepped up.
DeMar DeRozan leads the Raptors in most games played with 675. Who is second for the Toronto Raptors in most games played?
Chris Bosh.
Wrong. For the win.
You would have said Chris Bosh too. You're like, yeah, it's Chris
Hold
Bosh.
on.
For the win.
His second most points.
No, hold on. Second most games. Andrea Bargnani.
Wrong.
Wrong.
Morris
Stuck
Pearson
this.
at
Oh,
542.
I knew it was one of those guys.
What
I was
a
going to say
good call.
Most Pearson and Al Williams.
Okay,
I
you
gotta
can
go medium for the dub.
Okay. Vince Carter was not drafted by the Toronto Raptors. He was drafted by the Warriors in 1998, 5th overall. Who was he traded for?
Antoine James.
Yep.
Game over.
Was that medium or easy?
Medium.
Medium?
Oh, that's easy.
That was an easy question. But whatever.
I'm
for
really,
you-
I'm
for
really
you.
disappointed knowing guys try to take stabs at hard.
Well, give us
Because
give us three hearts.
They're not that hard.
Give us a few hearts.
No,
give us
save
give
it,
us like
save it.
No,
So
we're not
I'll
doing
give
it
you a
again.
couple. I'll give you
Yeah,
a couple.
give
So I'm not going to do the same trivia. I'm going to do another one next time. Name 3 of the starting 5 Raptors in their first game ever.
Alvin Robertson, Charles Oakley.
No.
Come on. He came later.
No, that's hard, bro. It's hard.
Damon Stoudemire, Allen Robertson,
I was trying to.
Ed
Stoudemire.
Pinckney, Carlos Rogers, Jean Tabak.
I was trying to think if Stoudemire was there the first.
back. Yeah, Stoudemire was the first draft pick. Yeah, okay. One more. Give us one more.
Hard or yeah.
Hard.
Yeah,
Who's
hard.
Who was the World Series MVP in 1992 for the Toronto Blue Jays?
Oh, that was a good one.
1992.
92, their first World Series win. Roy Ballmer.
No. It was a pitcher.
Nope.
What?
Pat Borders.
Pat Borders.
Oh, really? Okay, I didn't
The
know that.
catcher with the MVP.
Here's one. I'm gonna give you a medium one.
I don't think that was a medium one. That's not a hard one.
That was a hard one. Here's a medium one. Which famous WWE wrestler's father moved to Toronto at the age of 16 and started their wrestling career here?
Famous? Say it again. Repeat the question.
Which
please.
famous WWE wrestler's father moved to Toronto at the age of 16 and started their wrestling career here? Who's the wrestler whose father did
The
this?
father or the wrestler?
The wrestler.
The wrestler. The wrestler's father who started his career
Yes.
in
Toronto.
Toronto. He
Hint,
moved to-
his father was a wrestler.
Yeah.
Any clues on this?
No. I'm going to go with Edge.
Chris Benoit.
You gotta think big, guys. The Rock.
The Rock's dad lives in Toronto.
Oh, wow.
big.
I thought it was a... Oh, okay.
Yeah, we
Anyways.
would never got that.
So-
So, yeah.
I mean,
I muffed on a few.
a few?
Like that
You had the early
Tar Heel
lead.
one. That Tar Heel one was this. Like Tar Heels, Duke Blue Devils, you jackass.
The Duke Tar Heels.
Anyways, that was fun, guys.
NBA.
Finally.
Any guys want to talk about this?
Yeah, I'm torn right now.
Yeah, you were saying you.
Torn about.
I just, like, what happened with Boston, it's rough.
But that was going on the whole year.
I get it, but, like, it's rough.
Raptors lost.
Well,
As time of recording.
Yeah. Also rough.
It looks like Boston's going to win.
Boston. No,
The Bruins.
That's over.
Anyway, good. Elaborate, please. What's rough about it?
So
Boston Celtics lost 4-1.
Celtics got
Bruins.
destroyed 4-1. Kyrie Irving shot 30%, under 30% from the field after the first game.
There were guys in the Bucks shooting better at 3-point than he was from the field.
And that's unheard of. Kyrie Irving's the guy that said he wanted his own team, and that's why he left LeBron James.
I don't like that narrative. I do not like that narrative.
But that's what it was.
He said he didn't want to be, but did he ask to go to Boston?
No, he did not
Got
ask him,
traded.
but he
Yeah,
said
exactly.
he wanted to
he got
be the
traded there.
man. That's
But he
what he
got
said,
traded there.
and he was the man because that team before was a team with no stars, and they had heart, and that heart took them all the way to the conference finals, and they almost won. You add Kyrie Irving and you add Gordon Hayward, and they expected that team to win 60 games and win the East, and what they did this year was an absolute disappointment. Now, in reference to that, Kyrie Irving has a chance right now to prove that he belongs among the NBA's elite and he shoots under 30%. Win or lose, you can't play that poorly and then say you're one of the top players in the NBA. He looked like the Kyrie Irving on the Cleveland Cavaliers that couldn't make the playoffs. And that is the thing that you have to deal with right now. That's where I'm torn. I'm like, yo, this guy, I thought this guy was it. And now he looks like he's a role player.
Anything want to add to that?
no.
No. Yeah, he's on the first thing smoking. He's out.
You go.
He's out. I can hear a lot of people. They don't want to sign him. They're like, just forget it. The team was better without him. He's out. I don't think he wants to stay there anyway. We saw the tournament. I said that Boston. I thought there was a championship team in there somewhere, but at the same time, they can also go the other way, and they went the other way. So that's it. Big disappointment from them. But Bucks move on, and guess who was wrong about the Bucks?
Yep.
This guy.
I mean,
This guy.
first of all,
big time.
remember when you made that hot take and we all were like, "That is a horrible."
Well, no, the first one was they would lose in the first round.
Yeah,
Yeah, but we,
Then I
then
thought
you
about
changed
quickly
that.
backtracked
Yeah,
on
yeah,
that,
yeah,
and you're
yeah.
like, hold on.
They're gonna lose in the second round.
Yeah.
Hold on a second. I know you're not talking to me, Spike, because you picked the Celtics to win.
So
Yeah, but you were preaching
I
this
was a hot
for a
take.
while.
Yeah, I was.
I expected more from Kyrie Irving, and I did, and I am upset. I was torn. I saw that, and I was like, I don't understand how this guy can have all these talks and then shoot under 30%. If he shot 40%, I'd say at least he's trying. But under 30 means that like something's wrong.
Oh, something wrong. It was from the beginning, right? It was from the beginning of the season. Like, it was just out. Houston and Golden State.
What a great series. Here's what I'm torn on this as well. I thought Golden State was just better than Houston this
torn.
year. Well, here's my thing. Chris Paul's getting older.
Yeah.
PJ Tucker is Danny Green, basically. How is PJ Tucker keeping these guys in this series?
He's always a good defender.
Right? Eric Gordon's out here dropping 20-something, 30 a game. Like Eric Gordon
He's the
scored
second best player.
19 in this game, and they lose because he didn't score 30. I just don't understand how you can't stop one guy. Is James Harden that good?
Well, where was James Harden for the fourth quarter last night?
He took one shot.
Yeah.
I don't understand why that happened. How does that happen?
I don't understand how that happens. How does it?
They had their opportunity wide open when KD went down.
Yep.
Well, when KD went down, Curry and Thompson both stepped up.
Well, that's what good teams do.
First
right?
of all, Thompson was on fire the whole game. The fact they didn't get the ball in Thompson's hand more is absolutely ridiculous. That's the problem with that Golden State team. Someone's hot. Why is Steph Curry jacking up random shots when Klay Thompson's over there knocking down 4 out of 5 to start the game? Give the guy the ball. You know he can score 50 when he's hot. Let him run it. But anyway, they won, so I can't complain.
Yeah, and then KD goes down with his injury. Looks like he's out for the rest of the season, for this series. Of this series, anyway.
Potentially this season.
They said he won't be reevaluated until next week. So he's out for this series.
This series, for sure.
I personally, and
'Cause you're a
as I
doctor?
said before,
'Cause you're a doctor?
because I'm a doctor, I looked at what he did. He looked like he was looking at his foot, thinking that his toes were like his heels off the ground, and it wasn't the ground. That's a torn Achilles, and I think that's what happened to him. And that's what other people said happened to him as well. But they said it was a mild strain.
People speculated about that.
Right.
They didn't say
So
that's
the
what
first thing was a mild sprain, and he missed one game. Now they're saying he'll be reevaluated next week, so he's out for the series at least. I think he's done for the year personally, but that's based on zero information, and I'm not alone in thinking that. So
You are alone thinking that.
no.
Nobody else
Stephen A.
else.
Smith agrees with me. That's all I'm gonna say.
That's all you are.
But what I'm saying is I think he's out, and I think Golden State's got a plan on playing the rest of this run without him. So
Nuggets, Trailblazers.
what a great series. Dame is great. Dame's not that great, unfortunately.
No, he is that great. It's just the Nuggets are Murray's basically stepped up. Jokic.
How many minutes did he play in that overtime game? That
Yeah.
4 overtime games?
Yeah,
That
he's
guy's a basketball player, man.
You know
He's
what?
smart. He knows what
That
to do
guy
with the
played
ball.
the most minutes,
Yeah.
and look at him.
His IQ, I think, is better than even LeBron James.
I don't know
And
about that.
That's a lot. That's a hard say.
about
He might be number one in this league in terms of IQ. That team runs through him. Now, you also have Paul Millsap, who's a great basketball player. You also have Jamal Murray, who's emerging as a great basketball player. You have a very good team in
Well,
front
only
of
in
you.
this series because he didn't really show up the last series.
No, he played well in the last series too.
He didn't really show up.
He was the guy. He made the shot that won the round. Right? Jamal Murray's playing like he's a good player. And good is good fair?
Well,
The word great won't
Murray
apply.
right now looks like the best Canadian-born basketball player ever.
No.
Whoa,
No.
whoa,
come on.
whoa,
come on,
whoa,
bro. Come on.
Hang on. Listen to what I said. Canadian-born basketball player.
Oh, easy. Don't give me
You know what?
that.
You know what?
Names
Because
don't
of
matter.
your because
Names
of
don't
your
matter.
because of your trickery, you can win.
Yes,
Because Steve
what?
Nash
Steve
was
Nash
born.
in South Africa.
Yeah.
Like, I
Because of your trickery, you can win that.
Don't give me that.
Would you rather have him or Wiggins?
Who?
Jamal
Murray.
Murray or Wiggins?
Oh, Jamal Murray.
So you know what?
But you said Canadian-born
Canadian-born,
player
yeah,
ever.
yeah.
That's a trick question.
Yeah.
No, well, he was right. He's right.
That's a trickery.
Salute to that.
Don't even.
This sip of bourbon is for Nash right now.
Okay.
And finally, the Raptors. Anybody want to go in on these guys?
No, man, I'm tired of these guys.
You guys are just beat down.
I don't understand, man. And you know what?
I truly believe, and it's not an excuse. I'm just telling you what's happening. It's not an excuse. I'm just telling you what's happening. The fact that OG went down has messed them up.
Do you think so?
This
No,
rotation,
Because I feel like
I'm not using
he
that
scores
as an
5 points a
excuse.
game.
I didn't say it was an excuse. I said that's what's happening. No. Because now look at the bench now.
They suck.
You have Norman coming off and replacing him.
Yeah.
But
It's messed them up. It's not an excuse. I'm just telling you what's happening.
Here's
You
my
still have the starting lineup is still there. There's no excuse for this.
here's my thing. And I know Philly's not a bad basketball team by any stretch of the imagination.
Of
So
the 4 teams left, I think they're the worst.
yeah, this series should be over.
In the East, sorry. And the 4 teams left in the East, they are the worst.
This series should have been done in 5, realistically.
Embiid is injured, yes.
I don't know if he's injured. I don't know about that guy. He's a front runner.
He hasn't played well, man.
Embiid's a front runner. For
He's
sure.
given us 0 good. Today he goes 5 of 14 from the field. And look at the stats. How much do I know how much
You
shot?
just never mind. Forget it. Go on.
Well, what I'm saying is Embiid's not playing well. So the fact that this game got stretched to 7 with Embiid potentially not 100%, it's a knock on the Raps.
What's so frustrating is, and I don't have to look at stats to see this, is you have the Raptors are a better team than the 76ers.
100%.
We can all agree on that, right?
Yep.
Can we though?
Yes,
Simmons
they are.
hasn't showed up. Embiid gives you
But-
almost nothing game to game. He gives you something, then he doesn't give you anything.
And he takes it back.
But eliminate that part of the 76ers. The Raptors are the better team. They should be winning this easy. They should be hitting the shots that are wide open. They should be hitting, they're creating the plays to get these players open, and you're getting a ridiculous performance from Kawhi Leonard in all the playoffs.
Now, coming from the guy that said Sixers in 6 over
Yeah,
here.
well,
Okay.
Sixers in 7 now.
Let's start in the beginning. At the beginning
You know
of
why I
this,
said that, though? Because this is the
You know,
same
the
old
same stuff.
Raptors,
It's the
man.
same thing.
if you go starting 5 versus starting 5, do you see an advantage for the Raptors?
They're
Yeah.
better.
Your
They are better.
answer should be no.
No, it's
No.
yes.
And the
It's
advantage
yes.
is the Raptors' depth. The Raptors could more guys are
I'm sorry.
serviceable.
Wait, hang on. I'm sorry. What has Tobias Harris done this series?
Not a lot.
Nothing. What has Ben Simmons done this series? Nothing.
No, he's 21-8-7 tonight.
Today. What has he done this series?
Well, you had to win today. Today's a must-win
What
game.
has he
Until
done this
tonight,
series?
He has not been
James
playing
Ennis
well
was
this-
outscoring
You're right.
Ben Simmons.
You're right.
What is Embiid doing this series?
I
So to say,
Embiid's had one good game.
to say,
But I'm saying if you at the start of the series compared starters to starters, you wouldn't see an advantage for Toronto.
Yes, I would.
The advantage would be on the bench.
but I picked
Because the
Toronto.
Raptors had the best player
I picked
on both sides by a landslide.
Yes.
Okay, and then they have a guy like Siakam, who is a great number 2 on that team. But then they also
dropping
have
30 points until he got hurt.
All-star Kyle Lowry, who's whatever like.
Kyle
You
Lowry's
know,
Kyle Lowry.
shouldn't be in the All-Star game.
But then you also have Marc Gasol, who's a legendary defender and elite passer
And he
for a
is
big
defending.
man.
And he is defending.
Yeah, but it's
Well-
just it's. You're right. It does come down to the supporting cast, and it's been so many of their losses. It's that no one else shows up other than Kawhi and maybe Siakam.
And
No one
that's-
else shows up.
That is the problem. with
And
this team.
Danny Green, I'm
Where the
sorry,
hell is
man.
Danny Green?
He should be doing better. He should be doing better.
What do you want for 10 points? Because that's what he's giving
I wanted
you.
to defend.
I want him to
Defend
hit
him.
open shots.
It was that one game. He's horrible. The last game he was.
He's
but
not,
like-
he's not shooting that bad.
But that's what he is.
He is who he
a
is,
good
though.
defender and a great shooter.
Yeah, but he's not shooting the ball poorly. I think he's over 40%.
There's one game he didn't get any.
He was 1 for 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was one game.
That's not
Unacceptable, man.
That's
But,
unacceptable.
Unacceptable.
but you have an all-star in Kyle Lowry who's out there playing
He was hot
poorly.
and cold, man.
He's hot
That-
and cold,
the
too.
problem-
You're an all-star. You shouldn't be hot and cold.
The
You should
problem-
be hot.
that is the
especially in the
problem.
playoffs.
That is the problem.
I don't understand. And this is maybe something in sports that I just don't get. And you see with Harden, because you just mentioned it with Harden, how you can come into the playoffs and for some reason the game completely changes for you and you can't adapt. Lowry's one of those guys.
Yeah.
He just can't adapt to the play. I don't get it because I don't play at that level. I have no idea what's going through his head.
I'm not an all-star. So I think at this point in his career, it is mental,
It must be. Because I don't get it. It must be.
right? Because
He's probably in his head like, I don't want to screw up
when people are depending on you to put together performance and you literally can't do that,
consistently.
right? And Kawhi Leonard is the opposite of that. He will consistently give you a top-level performance, right? So they're not the same. But at least even a DeMar DeRozan gave you 1 dud and then 3 studs.
It was more like bad, good, bad. Good, bad, bad, bad. No, just like, remember
he wasn't good enough to win every night, but he didn't. No. He didn't give you duds like Kyle Lowry scoring 7, 6.
Remember
8,
the last
19.
Remember the last performance here? Game 3, I think he was benched in the fourth quarter. Yeah. And game 4, you got kicked out in the first quarter.
Yeah.
Dud.
He's
the same guy. But anyway, neither here nor there. All that being said, game 7.
Yeah.
Friday.
It's
no,
wrong.
Saturday.
What, game 7?
Yeah.
Sunday.
Oh, they get the travel day. Yeah. Hate that, eh?
That grueling travel day from Philadelphia to Toronto.
Great league, that NBA.
I actually like it. The team should have a travel day, but whatever. In hockey, especially.
They didn't have a travel day going from Toronto to Philadelphia. There's only a day rest. I
feel like game 7 people should always be rested. But now Embiid gets an extra day of rest, so he might come out beasting. I don't know, man.
Embiid is a front runner.
My level of tossing this up right now it's a toss up.
I think the Raptors will win game 7 because of that home court advantage.
Yeah, the home court.
But regardless of who wins this next game, the Bucks are just going to slap whoever they face.
The Raptors should be able to beat the Bucks. But if it's this Raptors team showing up,
whoever loses is going to go into Milwaukee and get their butts clapped 2 games in a row.
If you look at how deep Milwaukee actually is with Brogdon now playing again.
Yeah, they go about 2 or 3 into the
because now at point guard, you now have Bledsoe, you have Hill, and then you have Brogdon.
Hill I don't really count, but Bledsoe for sure.
Because Hill destroyed. Hill killed Boston.
No, Hill will get.
He killed Boston.
Yeah, he killed Boston. He won't kill Detroit. He won't kill Toronto for sure.
Why not?
They abuse him. They abuse him
outside of Kyle Lowry when the backup comes on.
Yeah, but it's fine. But I don't think he'll play good in that. But anyway, with Brogdon and Bledsoe there, Bledsoe is pretty good. Bledsoe doesn't really play that well against Toronto, but we'll see. If that Toronto team shows up, they're going to get destroyed.
Against Milwaukee?
Against Milwaukee.
This is gonna
Game 1 is going to be an absolute mauling.
Yeah, this is going to be 2017 all over again when the Raptors, pissed away an opportunity to do well, but they went 7 games against Miami, then 7 games against Indiana. And then what happens? They go into Cleveland.
They went to 6. Come on.
No, they went to 7 both those games.
No, I mean the series in Cleveland, they was 6.
I know but they lost the first 2,
and then won.
And then they won the next 2, and then got dummied the last.
Yeah,
like it's just.
Until the Raptors actually figure out that it's their defense that's winning these games, they're not going to win. Because if they just keep going out there trying to score instead of stop the other team, they're not going to win. They need to stop the other team. Defensively, they're probably one of the better. Again, this is the 3rd time in the playoffs.
Yeah,
they've got 100 points scored on them.
Yeah. But here's the thing: holding Joel Embiid, Jimmy Butler, Tobias Harris, Ben Simmons, and JJ Redick under 100 points is pretty hard.
They've done it.
I know, but I'm saying every night it's not hard. You can't do it every night. So tonight
was
the night.
Out of the 6 games they've played,
they've done it 5 times.
They've done it 5 times.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Can't do it every night. That's what I'm saying. There's one night things are gonna click and they're gonna play well. This was their night.
Anyway,
whatever.
We'll see. We'll see when it comes time. Anything else anybody guys want to talk about?
If we lose this game 7, like what happened?
Stop it.
You know what I mean? I tweeted a couple of days ago. It would kind of be okay if Kawhi leaves because then we can be like, remember that one year we had Kawhi Leonard, that magical year in Toronto.
Well, apparently all the rumors are now he's thinking about signing.
Yeah, of course.
Anyone who tells me anything that Kawhi thinks he's going to do this, they don't know anything. Yeah, they're all lying.
They're lying. They don't know what he's thinking at all.
Nobody knows what he's thinking. Let's go to the greatest music. What's it called? The greatest band of all time
tournament. Okay. Toll's division is up. The first round is coming to an end. It's been a fantastic ride, but 8 more bands gotta go. And we'll start at the beginning. We will start with our good friends, Boys to Men.
Our good friends?
Our good friends, Boys to Men. R&B vocal group from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Born and raised.
Now,
that's where I spent most of my days.
Favorite Boys to Men song, anybody?
There's probably some up there. Do you have any you can throw out there?
On Bended Knee, I'll Make Love to You, Motown Philly.
Motown Philly's back again. Pretty much a staple at pretty much any wedding.
Right?
pretty much. You will
I'll make love to you
Like,
like you want.
Like that's like a high school dance song. You know, when you're like standing arms apart with the girl, or like you're sitting in the corner, the guys are in one corner, the girls in the other, and you just slowly walk up to a chick that you didn't have the balls to talk to, and you do. Yeah, that's that song.
Boys to Men.
Speak of experience.
Right?
Oh, I think I was there.
This group once spent 50 cumulative weeks at number one.
Yeah, crazy.
Presley, the Beatles. I think there's one other band that's ever done it. On Bended Knee took the number one spot away from I'll Make Love to You. So they topped their number one with another one of their number ones. But did you know they had an album in 2017?
No.
Exactly. It's
Well,
been
how many members have swapped out of that band?
No, only one. Michael McRae left the band in 2013 due to health reasons. The bassy guy lost.
But they replaced him with they replaced him with
no
somebody
one
else.
else came back. They're a 3-man boot, man.
Oh, okay, I thought guys
Man band
came in and came out.
and they're up against REM, American rock band, Athens, Georgia.
They're from Georgia.
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't know that.
Athens, Georgia. This one goes out to the one I love. Michael Stipe, lead singer. REM. I don't know. What do you guys consider them one of the classic rock bands?
It's weird, man, because like when I grew up, I hated listening to REM. Like I thought
Really?
they were garbage.
Yeah.
But then as I got older, I appreciated them more.
Uh-huh.
The respect went up.
Yeah, I guess that's kind of what happens when you mature. Because I think they make more mature music. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
I've really gone back to them since.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
They're appreciated overseas. 92, 93, 95 won the Brit Award for International Group.
Mm-hmm.
Over 10 Grammy nominations, 3 dubs. MTV Music Video Awards. Everybody Hurts. Breakthrough Video.
That's a
Best
great
Direction,
video.
Best
That's a classic
Editing.
video.
Right? 94.
I don't think I remember that.
They're like on the highway and like everyone gets out of their car and everyone's like lip syncing the song.
All right, continue.
Losing My Religion. Man on the Moon.
Yeah, Man on the Moon, everybody. Yeah.
Orange Crush.
Yep. Orange Crush. Also great. What's your favorite REM song?
Orange Crush is up there.
Yeah.
Man on the Moon's up there.
Man on the Moon.
My number one song is Drive. The guitar solo on it. Do you guys remember that at all?
No.
Nope.
Sounds like you haven't. Pivotal and alt rock.
I don't know.
I don't know. They were there.
All right.
I don't know if they're pivotal.
What do you guys think? Give me your votes.
Boys to Men.
Yeah.
I'll go REM.
REM. Well, I got Boys to Men, and so does Instagram. So Boys to Men is through. To
What
the
about
next
Twitter?
round. Twitter. You guys make me go.
You don't have this already down?
No, man. You know what? I thought of it.
I thought about writing it down, but then
Yeah, but that would have been prepared. So
That would have been better than how we're doing this right now. Is that what you guys are saying? Twitter went REM. So.
sorry, who won? Boys to Men.
Yeah, Boys to
Boys
Men.
to Men. Sorry. Okay, continue.
Round 2, Radiohead. Radiohead has a favorite band of all time. I'm going to be biased. I'm going to take them all the way through, so I'm not even going to really... one of the greatest bands of all time.
Probably.
In your opinion?
Known for making the greatest album of all time in OK Computer.
In your opinion?
Yeah, Tom York considered... I won't say Tom York's the greatest vocalist. I won't go that far as to say Tom York.
He probably isn't, but yeah,
He's not even close. But people like him a lot, and I'm one of the people that like him a lot. In terms of guitars...
Wait, did you say the matchup? You just said Radiohead. Did you say the matchup?
Well, I started with Radiohead, and then I'll give them a matchup after. What's your favorite Radiohead album? They have 9.
Give us some albums.
Pablo Honey was the one before they kind of got famous, really. The Bends is where they really came out. OK Computer, 1997, considered the best album of all time. Followed by Kid A, Strange. Amnesiac, even stranger. Hail to the Thief, The Return, double album. In Rainbow's double album.
Okay, computers when I discovered them.
Yeah, that's when you figured.
Yeah, that's when I figured out.
Did Kid A weirded you out?
Pardon me?
Did Kid A weirded you out after OK Computer? Because OK Computer was a rock album, basically.
You're going to have to help me out because I had songs and stuff like that.
Okay,
That's not-
Kid A's How to Disappear Completely. Everything in Its Right Place.
It was more of like a synthy sort of.
Oh, okay.
in Limbo. And then they hit Amnesiac, which was like, I'm a reasonable man, get out my space, get out my space. It got weird, right? Hail of the Thief was pretty political. And then they hit their In Rainbows. This is when they kind of got back. The first album... Yeah.
When they did all that cartoon stuff, that was pretty
Yeah.
cool.
And
That was fun.
they made their switch, was In Rainbows when they made the switch where they didn't sell their album in stores, and they were like, come to our website, pay what you want for it. They made $18 million in 3 weeks
Nice.
with a pay what you want model, flipping the industry upside down, basically.
Were they the first to start that?
They were the first to do that. You can download their album for free, basically.
If you wanted to.
Yeah, but you could pay if you want. And they made $18 million basically immediately. They sold 30 million albums by 2011, but after that, it was King of Limbs. So once King of Limbs came out, obviously you couldn't track how many albums they sold after that, so they just didn't. And then Moonshaped Pool, their last album, came out in the streaming era.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, the album sales didn't matter at that time. Favorite Radiohead song?
One of their songs. Anyway, go on. Who they
One
up
of
against?
their songs.
Who they up against?
Up against Destiny's Child.
Go on.
You laugh.
Go on. Let Wells go on.
My first Destiny's Child question is, what group did you like? The first
The second
Destiny's
version.
Child with
Second
Beyonce,
version.
Kelly Rowland, Latavia Robertson, and LaToya Tuckett, or the one where they switched those other two girls out for Michelle Williams?
I had a crush on LaToya though. I'm
You
not
had
gonna
a crush
lie.
on LaToya?
I had a crush on
LaToya
LaToya, but the second version of Destiny Child was obviously the
Was
best
the better version. Okay. R&B icons, over 60 million records sold, and they had albums, anthems
songs
for R&B, for women in R&B. Considered one of the most important R&B groups of all time. Independent Women, Soldiers, Say My Name, Survivor. And
The
then
last big girl group, you would say?
they are the last big girl group, for sure.
Can't think of anybody else.
No.
I'm sure somebody. I'm sure
I mean,
there's
you
somebody.
can't
I'm
think
sure
of
there's
someone
somebody, but I just
But,
can't.
like,
I can't
who
think of it.
Radiohead.
Radiohead.
Radiohead. Twitter's 100% Radiohead. Instagram's 91% Radiohead. It's a tough draw.
Yes, it was really a tough draw for Destiny Child.
That was a tough draw. All right, next up, No Doubt.
Really thought Destiny's Child was gonna go far.
No Doubt, Gwen Stefani and company. Ton of people. I don't know a lot of No Doubt music though. Like,
Really?
Really?
They're
Yeah.
actually like they have a lot of
A lot.
a big catalog.
right? Like I know Don't Speak. Don't Speak. But
Okay.
like Just a Girl, Spiderwebs, Underneath It All, It's My Life. I'm almost like, okay, well that's basically all they
I'm
did.
just a girl.
No,
Was that?
the Rocksteady album is like kind of like I don't know. It was like a really pop album with like they had like hits like Underneath It All, like that kind of like island sort of song.
Yeah, when they flipped over to that.
Hey baby, hey baby,
Yeah,
hey.
yeah. I thought that was Gwen
had, like-
Stefani
they had,
by
like-
herself.
No.
That was almost
That was like the launching
yes,
pad.
that
for
was
her
the
to,
end
like-
of No Doubt at that point.
Yeah.
They realized that
They even had
was-
like Pharrell on that album.
Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
that. Didn't he produce the last album?
Yeah.
For No Doubt, and then
Well, I don't
And then he just went over to. Then he just went for
it
Gwen
was like,
Stefani.
all right, it's time to take her.
I watched that Everybody Hurts video. I don't remember that. Oh yeah.
You watched it?
Yeah, I just watched it.
When?
Right?
We're recording a podcast, man.
I don't remember that video.
Like we're recording.
Was I not
That is
contributing? Was I not
hilarious.
contributing?
I don't know. You're like,
So, and No Doubt's up against the Temptations, which is rough.
Anyway, go on with the Temptations.
Motown supergroup. I think they're the beginning of Motown Records.
I don't know for sure.
American vocal group. They've had many members over the years. They sold tens of millions of albums.
I think they're still touring.
They're still going.
Yeah, they're still touring. I know it's not the original. It's not the original group,
No,
but
no,
they're
no,
still
no, no.
touring.
It's not the original group. They just like switch them up. But they've been going since 1964 all the way till now. We'll get to the Pointer Sisters after. But they are basically the female version of the two guys. We'll get to it in a bit.
Female version of what? You said something and you stopped your point.
No, so the Motown Records came out with a male group that had two of the Temptations, and they wanted to become the Temptations. And the female version of that was the Pointer Sisters. And the Pointer Sisters,
yeah.
the same thing. They're still do music now with totally different members.
Yeah.
So Temptations still release music as the Temptations, but it's not the same as the original members. Let's see. 3 Grammy Awards. Lifetime Achievement Award, obviously. And the Temptations, the original 6, were inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 1989.
Had to.
They sang My Girl. The end.
Right? The
Right?
end of story.
Yeah.
I don't care what you put up against it. They sang My Girl.
Papa was a Rolling Stone. I mean, they're
It's huge.
they
It's
are
huge.
Motown.
You can name 50 songs. They are Motown.
Can you name 50? Can you name 5?
We just named 5 right now.
Did you?
I did.
All I heard was My Girl.
Papa was a Rolling Stone. Ain't too proud to beg. The way you do the things.
Did they
you
do the song from Top Gun?
Get ready.
Top Gun.
Uncle.
Dun, 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 dun,
Yeah, is
dun,
that
dun,
them?
dun, 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 dun. I don't know. I'll look it up right
He sang no words.
I got it.
Who do you guys got?
now. Temptations.
Temptations.
Who else?
Hold on, I'm just trying to. You go
Smiley,
ahead.
who you
Smiley.
got? Smiley, who you got?
I got No Doubt.
Yeah,
What
I got
is
no
it?
doubt as well.
What does Instagram and Twitter have?
Instagram.
Wow, I'm the only one on. I'm the only one on Temptations.
Yeah,
Wow.
you're alone, man.
I
No
don't-
Doubt, 58% as of today.
I'm sorry.
No Doubt, 50%. So they're going through on Instagram, Twitter.
How does No Doubt get 50%?
58%.
It's 50%.
Oh no, the
58%.
Righteous Brothers sings the song from
There
it.
you go. You know what's kind of fun?
What did Twitter get?
The tournament is growing on Instagram. No Doubt, 100% on Twitter. Twitter's savage, bro. They don't really. God. So No Doubt is through. Next up, the Beach Boys. Now, another band that just, I guess they keep going. They just switch members up and they keep making music. How else do I say it? Right? Original lineup, Brian Dennis and Carl Wilson, their cousin Mike and their friends. So it's like a family affair when they started up.
Yeah, it's all family.
And that's when Surfing USA and all them hit songs came out, basically.
Did they have a fight at one point over some songs and stuff? Or do you remember? Or do you have that down?
No, don't have it here, but I'm pretty sure that happened. We're at a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame in 1980. Before it was born, they had a Hollywood Walk of Fame star, basically. Inducted for Good Vibrations to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Oh, when they sing, it's basically you picture California in your head. Every song they have, you basically picture California in your
Right.
head. So
California Girls, no one will forget that. And that
I
was
think
the streamline for how many
Vibrations, like a top
California
50
songs.
song of all time in my
Yeah.
list.
How many California songs were made after they dropped that? Wish they all could be California.
Even like Kokomo.
Right?
oh yeah.
Kokomo's a classic. Wouldn't it be nice? God only knows. I get around.
I get around, I get around.
Right? These guys are classics. Up against Linkin Park. Think about Linkin Park.
They only have 2 good albums.
No. They have a lot of good albums. The
No,
album,
two
the
good
collab with Jay-Z.
That's not.
Oh, that's not there. That's not there.
Chester Bennington unfortunately passed away in 2017.
Yes, he did. Unfortunately.
Um,
Basically, when they started doing sounds for the soundtrack for Transformers,
that
it
was
went downhill. It
now-
literally went down. Like you could track it. It's like, oh, and that's what
That's
they
it
sucked.
for them. Can you agree that they spoke to youth in a way that hasn't since Nirvana?
I guess kind of maybe. Yeah.
I understand it's a hard thing for someone to admit, and because the way Chester,
I don't know if
went out
it's
as well.
admitting, but it's they're around there. Yeah.
Listen, kids, and I don't know what they call the group before millennials, but they identify with Linkin Park in a way that no one else had them. They had kids gripped.
What are you talking about? We were kids when they came out. So we were pretty much kids when they came out.
Yeah, I know, but not us. But I'm saying, like, you know, the kids that were into like rock music, whatever. They were locked. They love this band. They love Linkin Park.
We
They
were
love
their
Linkin
audience. What are you talking about?
Not me. Like, were you a
Yes,
Linkin Park person? Or were
yes.
you a 50
I love
Cent
Linkin Park.
person? Because that was the same time.
I love Linkin Park.
No, you were like, I'm trying to stun. Man. We
No, I love Linkin Park.
Okay.
Well, you
Remember
can't
his-
like both?
Yeah, and that's
Yeah,
the thing.
well, I'm saying not you're on one or the other, but you had a grind. I'm saying rock kids love these guys. Not like them. They thought Linkin Park was the greatest thing ever. Mainly because they kind of rapped. What was your favorite Linkin Park
They
song?
did rap. It's not kind of rap. They did rap.
Yeah, they were rapping.
What was
Favorite
that?
song?
What was rapper's name? Because he came out with a solo album, which was
Mike Shinoda.
crap. Yeah, that's it. That album sucked completely.
They had some good songs.
No, they did. I'm just
Like,
talking about
Somewhere
solo.
I Belong is
Yeah.
like, I don't know, man. Like I definitely listened to the crap out of their albums,
100%.
and like I saw them live a couple times, and I don't know. They're kind of like one of those bands like you can pick up their album like a couple years later, and like, okay, yeah, I guess I listened to this when I was younger.
Still around that. What was your favorite song?
That rap rock thing, I don't see myself going back to that too often.
Not for you.
No, I don't go back. I'll admit what they did for at the time. Great.
Yeah.
I just don't find myself going back to that rap rock stuff a lot.
Right. Favorite song? Nothing.
I can't. You have to sing a song for me to actually identify. I don't know by names.
In the end. In the end.
That's a good one. That's a really good one, actually. That's probably their best song.
One More Light. Breaking the Habit. Breaking. My favorite was probably their first single, Crawling in My Skin.
You're naming all the things off their first two albums.
What about One Step Closer?
That was good.
Everything you say to me.
Closer to the edge, and now I'm about to break. I need a little birthday.
As you guys sing this, I'm like picturing Evanescence too in my head. Evanescence, and what was the one with the? Was that Evanescence with the girl with the opera voice?
that was her. That's exactly it.
Same time.
Well, it's like the same music, but then like she's singing.
yeah.
Who do you guys have?
Beach Boys. I know you want to pick Linkin Park so bad, but it's just I want to pick Linkin Park, but just Beach Boys are too big. They're just too big.
Yeah, but like too big, like that doesn't mean anything in this. This is like preference.
Oh, it's your
Personal preference.
It's how you decide, right? That's how you decide.
How long were the Beach Boys irrelevant music nowadays?
That's not.
They're still relevant.
Yeah, I mean, it's something to say that like, you still listen to their music. I'll give the slight edge to the Beach Boys.
All right. I'm gonna go Linkin Park, but I'm alone. Twitter.
It
and
wasn't an
Instagram-
easy choice.
No.
No,
it's not.
Twitter and Instagram both went Beach Boys.
Good vibrations gets the nod over Linkin Park
because everything.
because that's like one of my top 50 songs of all time.
That's a good run. But I thought Linkin Park really in 2000s. I think Linkin Park.
No,
was,
they were huge, man, and
They were
like
huge. They
you
were.
can still listen to them, and like you said that like the album with Jay-Z, like the remix albums, like to have like
That was pretty inventive.
like to have like Jay-Z and them like collaborate,
Yeah.
like that was like no one saw that coming.
Well, that was at the peak of their popularity. You know, Jay-Z.
Yeah.
Jay-Z's a culture vulture. But anyway.
I wouldn't call them that, but
Next up, Tribe Called Quest.
I don't care who they're up against.
What?
I don't care who they're up against.
No or yes?
I don't care who they're up
Love
against.
them? You love Tribe?
It's-
Love your Tribe? I love Tribe too, man.
Anyway,
Tip,
continue.
5, Shaheed,
Five.
Fife.
You call them 5.
5.
Five.
Whatever. Whatever.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, they were everything hip hop was in that era, basically. Were they late 90s, early 90s?
Late
Early
80s, early 90s.
Early 90s. They're great. I don't know how else to really say. Low End Theory, Beats, Rhymes, and Life. The Love Movement I didn't like at all. But
Really?
Yeah,
Loved it.
I don't know. Whatever. Considered one of the most intelligent artistic rap groups in the 90s.
Probably.
Probably period, right?
Probably. That Q-Tip solo album was a monster, but obviously it doesn't count, but I'm just saying that was a monster of an album.
So The Chronic came out alongside this basically in the same era. So you had two different sections of hip hop. One was straight gangster, pimpy, whole rap, and the other was Tribe. And that was your birth of like intelligent rap.
Well, at the
music.
time, New York was more on that party vibe. The East Coast rappers were more on that party vibe. That's because LL Cool J and whatnot. They're more on the party vibe. A lot of the conscious rappers and stuff like that. It was the LA rappers who were bringing in the guns and the violence and the
yeah,
gangster
the West
rap.
Coast, West.
They were singing a message, like they were talking about what was going on in their hoods and stuff like that. But that's basically where the divide came in that kind of era. And you saw the divide in the music, where the New York rappers adapted that maybe later on when Biggie and whatnot came up.
I just thought Tribe was like, I was late to them because like I wasn't obviously I was like 8 years old when like they started coming out.
Yeah.
But like I started listening to them and then I got the anthology album of like the greatest hits, and it's just banger after banger after banger after banger.
Every track.
And when I say banger, I mean like their beats are ridiculous, and then like their flow, like They're just, I don't know, man. They like to be a group and to have like it's like up there with Beastie Boys, and that's why they collaborated too, right?
Yep.
Like they were kind of the same thing almost, right? Like,
Well,
I mean, Beastie Boys were a bit different, more.
It was cut from the same
instrumental.
cloth, and
Yes,
I totally
yes.
understand what
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
talking
yeah.
about.
Were they part of leaders of the old school? Of the new school?
Yes, they were.
Yeah, they were. Triumph
Beastie
Heroes.
Boys were not.
No.
We got it from here. Thank you for your service in 2016. They were upset they did not get nominated for a Grammy for this album. This was their last album. After Fife passed away, died
probably
from
why.
diabetes. It's a black man disease.
What?
Really?
It does kill a lot of black people.
Black man disease. Yeah, it's a black man disease. When you hear someone died of diabetes,
I didn't call it that, Wells, but it does kill a lot of black
when
people.
you hear death by diabetes, usually it's a black person, and whatever. It's unfortunate. If you could take a song, if you could take one song,
All of them.
but if you take one,
All of them. Doesn't matter. Who are they up against?
they're up against Guns N' Roses. I'm sorry.
Appetite for Destruction. That's it.
What?
Yep, that's it.
Wow.
What was the second one?
Is it wrong that I have to go back and look to find out what it was?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, because you should have already done this.
GNR Lies. Use Your
Come on, man.
Illusion.
Come on.
1 and 2. The Spaghetti Incident. Chinese Democracy.
Just naming albums.
I'm just telling you what the albums are after it. What do you want me to say? They're a Cali band.
Yeah.
Something about California and rock.
All those
music.
bands came out of California.
Yeah, but I'm saying something about California.
Was really
rock
friends with
music.
Motley Crue?
I don't know.
Yeah, because what's his name was Slash was friends with Motley Crue back in
No.
the day. So they're all out of the same
They're all in the same.
cloth.
This was a put together band.
I don't know.
They had a deal within 8 months of them being a band.
Yeah.
They had a deal, so they never spent any indie time. They just went and they went hard.
One of those bands that's because Axel was not well liked within his band.
No, but he carried them. What do you want?
Ooh. You ever heard of a guy named Slash?
I don't know.
Like, just listen to the start of Welcome to the Jungle. Who is that?
Slash was everything.
Yes.
Slash.
It wasn't everything, but he was.
But, like, come on.
He held his own weight. Like he put up he held up his own end.
What is your favorite moment of Guns N' Roses music?
moment?
Yeah.
I don't remember any moments. You switched that up on me like so crazy. I don't
Oh,
understand.
oh.
So you're
Well,
obviously you want to lead to something.
Pick
So
your
just go on.
favorite song, and then you can pick what part of
Okay,
that song.
obviously you want to lead to something. So
Okay,
go on. What you want to lead.
Paradise City.
Paradise City. That's a
That's a
song.
classic.
Yeah. November Rain, when that switches from that crazy love song to that like crazy
Slash?
second. Yes. Oh my lord. So Paradise City, Knocking on Heaven's Door, Welcome to the Jungle, November Rain, Sweet Child of Mine. Those were the five. Those were my 5 top songs. You're right. This group was all Slash. I'm sorry I said otherwise.
Oh no, Axl Rose had that voice. Like
Yeah, he did. But I
But
mean,
it's like that's what a good band does. They combine like good elements of like vocals and music talent, and they make it work. It's a band isn't carried by someone's voice. They're carried by
Yeah.
I mean, some bands are.
Yeah.
That's why they're not epic, right? Like
yeah, that's a good call. But
sorry,
yeah.
who was this again? It was Guns N' Roses and who?
Tribe.
And Tribe Called Quest.
It's tough, man. This is tough.
Tribe Called Quest.
Yeah, I go with
And
Tribe.
I love Guns N' Roses.
I go with Tribe too because, like I said, once I listened to that anthology album, I'm like, this is tough to put down. Like you could play that anytime you want. And Guns N' Roses, I can't like do an anthology album like I
Yeah.
can with Tribe.
So I'm gonna take Tribe 2, and Guns N' Roses is gonna lose because, like you said, after that first album, what really went on there? Mind you, if you had to pick one collection, that first album would probably be the best 10 songs.
I just told you
Collected.
the anthology for.
Yeah, but the anthology is the best of. That's
And if there was an anthology for Guns N' Roses, I would
It'd be
still
after
take.
that
yeah,
Tribe.
the Tribe one. Yeah, so that's why I'm taking Tribe 2. But Twitter and Instagram both took Guns N' Roses.
Oh,
So we beat the fans. The fans lose out
Wow.
this time.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That is interesting.
that tells me a lot about our fans.
Here's one. Nickelback. Chad Kroger and
Who they up against?
family.
Who they up against?
Hold on.
Who they
man.
up against?
Hold on.
Who are they up against?
Why are you being so upset?
Jeez, man.
I want to know who they're up against.
The Eagles.
Eagles.
Yeah, like do we need to look, man? I understand that.
Here's what I wanna
no,
see.
no. I understand Nickelback. People listen to them. It's like who
I
watches.
can't name anybody.
It's like no. It's like who watches The Big Bang Theory? People do, but like
I can't name anybody.
and it's big. Anyways, they're going against the Eagles. We're all taking the Eagles, right?
Listen.
All right, go on. Go on through your little.
Nickelback is arguably one of the most celebrated bands
not celebrated. They're one of the biggest selling.
Yeah.
Selling-
Sorry.
Nobody celebrates that.
Billboard music.
Who celebrates them?
Grammy nominated.
Look at this
Juno
photograph.
award-winning bands, and everybody hates Nickelback. And
I don't hate them.
understand.
They're not good.
I
It's a formula.
respect them.
Wow.
It's a formula.
Hey, we all sing songs by them.
In terms
Remember
of
the
country
Spider-Man
music,
song?
Jesus.
And they say that a hero could save us.
and here's the thing: it's all actually good music.
It's not. It's a formula.
We can't look at them and say you guys don't make good music. I think it's wrong. It is wrong for us to be like Nickelback is not a good band.
It's them and Creed. It's just
Yeah.
no.
Do you want to hear what Twitter and Instagram did to these guys?
Hey, look, man. Go ahead.
0% on Twitter and 92% to 8% on Instagram.
For who?
For the Eagles. The Eagles
Yeah.
crushed
Yeah,
them.
the Eagles are
The Eagles crushed them.
Eagles are classic, man.
Really?
Think about all the Eagles
I
songs.
get it, man. Like it was like I
Hold
feel
on.
like Hotel California just stomped all
That alone would just stop.
it just stomped everything
And that's not even
Nickelback
their
did,
best song.
and that's not even fair. I feel like it's not fair. I think Nickelback.
Wait. 1
Gets the
second.
brunt end
One
of the
second, Smythe. Are you picking Nickelback?
I would have taken Nickelback.
All right.
Oh, come on, man.
I would have. I didn't.
Wait, did
that's-
you?
No, I did
Okay,
not.
then
No, I
you
did
would
not.
have done
That's
it. Okay.
disrespect.
All I'm saying is Nickelback deserves more respect than what we give those guys.
No, they
Well,
don't.
no, we don't because they're out of the tournament.
they gone now. We won't hear anything else about them. Kiss.
This is gonna be tough for me.
Is up
Why?
against Oasis.
Oh,
I don't
Oasis.
I don't really like Kiss.
Yeah.
I'm one of those people. I don't like Kiss. Anyway, go on with your spiel. Go on with your
Well,
spiel.
let me just give you a little kiss. Gene Simmons, blood spitting, smoking guitars, shooting rockets. They're an act. And they're an
They're a huge
act that
act.
produced
That's
a
it.
lot of
They didn't make
albums.
great music. They were just an act.
They made some good music.
Some.
They went from 74 to 2012.
And that stupid '70s, that stupid disco stuff they came out with.
Yeah, they
They're
tried
a gimmick.
everything.
They're a gimmick. They're an act. They're a big
Shock rock?
production.
Under shock rock.
I don't know. That's the category.
Yeah, I guess so. It was shock rock 70. Like, here's the thing: in the 70s, it was hot, and after that,
Who's hot?
like
No,
Detroit
60s,
Rock
60s,
City,
60s.
No, there's
Detroit Rock
70s, weren't
City,
Yeah, they came out with that disco stuff too.
Rock and Roll All Night. They had some stuff, but after that, they became a circus act, basically, right?
They were always a circus act. There was that.
Yeah.
There was a point in time
Which
where they
is
took,
fine, man.
There was a
There's
point in time
nothing
where they
wrong.
did take off the makeup, and there was a few albums where they and nobody liked them.
And everyone was like, "What's going on here?" Oasis, English rock band from Manchester, started in 1991. What's the story? Morning Glory, their best album.
Yes.
It's either that or Be Here Now.
Yeah,
The two brothers hate each other.
Yeah.
Now.
They always hated
They
each other.
I
always
feel
hate
like
each other.
when they started making music, they were like, "We don't like each other." Favorite Oasis song?
I don't know. Give us some.
Wonderwall.
No.
Don't Look Back in Anger.
No.
Stand By Me.
I like Wonderwall though.
Champagne Supernova.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
out there.
That's good.
That's my song. Stop Crying Your Heart Out.
All right. Oasis.
Is anyone not taking Oasis? Twitter's even.
What does that mean?
50-50.
And what's Instagram?
Oasis.
Yeah.
All right.
I
Oasis.
also took Oasis.
Right. Well,
Supersonic is my favorite Oasis song.
that's a good song. And then the last one, we got Queen up against the Pointer Sisters.
Queen.
Is there a chance?
Come on, man. Don't even like. I'm sorry, but
If you listen from album to album,
no,
wait.
don't
Look,
even.
can I talk myself?
No, you
Can I
can't.
talk-
You
can I talk
can't. You
myself?
can't. You can't.
Can I talk
You
myself?
just can't.
When you listen album to album with Queen, there's a lot of songs you're skipping. There's a lot,
But then I go, and this is
and
how
there's some huge ones.
this is how I'm kind of
Showing your bias.
judging my voting on this is go to their greatest hits album, and
Oh, that's not even fair. There's monsters on that one.
that's
Yeah,
but that's all
it,
that
that's it.
matters, man. That's all that matters, really.
That
That's
makes
all that
sense
matters,
for you.
really.
Well, I'm just gonna read this little bit here. So the Pointer Sisters, the original group, were all from Brewster Douglas Public Housing
I
Project.
thought we
in
already
Detroit.
had the Pointer Sisters in this.
No, they
No,
were-
Supremes.
No. Yeah.
Was it Supremes or Pointer Sisters?
Yeah, the
Supremes.
Supremes were before.
are the
They
Pointer
formed the
Sisters?
Primettes. The Primettes were the sister act to the Primes, with Paul Williams, Eric Kendricks, who were the Temptations originals. So they're like the sister group to the group that went on to form the Temptations. Diana Ross obviously left the group in 72, and they just recycle members, just like the Temptations do. So they're still performing till.
Was it because of beef, or is because she just left? I think it was because of beef.
They just. I think they.
No, Diana Ross left for a reason. There was a reason she left.
I think she graduated. She just went on to do her own solo career, and they just imported more people to keep making music as like. They
were better. They were better with Diana Ross for sure, 100%. Pointer Sisters.
They say she was never in this.
Which group are you talking about?
The Pointer Sisters are Ruth Pointer, Issa Pointer, Sudoku Pointer, Anita Pointer, former members Bonnie Pointer, and June Pointer. There's no Diana Ross.
Oh, sorry. The Supremes are the group we're talking about right now. I'm sorry. That's my fault. The Supremes are the group.
Well, that changes everything.
It definitely does.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah. It doesn't change your vote, but it changes the group that we're talking about.
Then who was the female group you put before?
The Pointer Sisters.
I said we already did the Pointer
Yeah,
Sisters.
he was
Oh,
right.
okay, so I was confused.
Wells was
Oh, okay,
right.
I was confused.
And now we're talking about Supremes with Diana Ross, who, like you said, went on and left the group. And that was rough. So the Pointer Sisters like Supremes.
Yes, Supremes were better with Diana Ross.
Yes.
Like most things.
Yes.
She's still alive?
I think so.
Yes, she is.
Yes.
I was gonna go with no, but I would have been wrong.
Because of that. Sorry, who are they going up against?
Queen. It's not really fair.
You think you'd have the bracket up or something? Now, because of that, because Diana Ross was only there for
6 years. She has some time. Why am I supposed to know that?
I'm gonna go with Queen because that's a big thing about their band. I'm gonna go with Queen.
Why am I supposed to know that?
I'm going with Queen. Who are you going with? Wells? You're going with Queen as well. Smythe?
Everyone's going Queen.
Well, I mean,
It's a Queen. It's a Queen sweep. So Toes Vision is done. Round 2 begins next week. We're gonna do the Head and Shoulders round 2 in 1.
Where Smythe declares you'll be more prepared for this one. Because he wants to talk more in depth about these bands.
Yes.
No, we don't need to. We already
That's
know
what he said he wants to do, Wells. That's not my tournament.
Let me have my tournament.
But I want
I know.
the podcast to succeed. I do. I really do.
That was a shot at you.
Always. Shout outs to Benny right now, who's having a freak out about the Raptors losing today.
He was going to freak out. He's a fan.
What did you expect, man?
He is freaking out.
Anyway, tell the people where they can get us.
All right. You can find the Team Podcast at your favorite place where you like your podcast. That includes Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, and anywhere else you get yours. Also, you can catch us on our favorite social media sites, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and my personal favorite, Tumblr.
Wells?
Yo. You can find me on Instagram, Beepin52. You can find me.
What is going on
I'm
here?
giving out my credentials. Please be quiet.
Oh, my Lord.
Please be quiet. I'm giving out my credentials.
Can you just use the same voice? Sorry.
You can find me on Instagram, Beepin52. You can find me on Twitter at Veep52. And check out a little podcast I do called the Horseplay Podcast. Look for it on iTunes. It's called Horseplay Podcast.
And, of course, you can find all this podcast goodness on the Park Daily, theparkdaily.com. And please rate us and review us on iTunes Music, Spotify, wherever you can get all your podcasts. Rate us and review us. It helps us out a lot. Have you guys ever rated and reviewed our podcast?
No.
No. You guys have not. You guys are slipping. I rated and reviewed your podcast, Wells.
Thank you.
Because I know it helps.
What did you say on the review?
I said you guys tell very good stories, and I enjoy listening to you guys.
You're a good liar.
Especially when you guys tell stories. Go look at our review. It's there somewhere. Anyway, that's it. Hit us with that theme song.
Nash Wells and Smythe host the Team Podcast. We love sports just like you.